Welcome, everybody. I know it's been a while, but we are back with the Meatheads podcast.
Moves done. Fuck with De Niro. I got a Snyder extended clip, so who wanna play hero? Go bad shit like Ozzy. I was born in the darkness. Oh, you the wolf, so we pull up and you're harmless. So pray to
Burberry stars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports car.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature.
It's showtime.
Go fuck yourself.
That's right, welcome everyone to the Circle Debate and Top Rope Wrestling Talk right here, ladies and gentlemen. As of course we're doing the host watch along here, ladies and gentlemen. The host Stevie is one, obviously with my other host, mi compadre, my sangre, my all, ladies and gentlemen, because he is the Debate Network champion, ladies and gentlemen. He's holding that belt right there for a reason, and that is of course the notorious one, D-O-L.
Yes. This is the man that recognizes real. He knows who the real champ is. Now I'm about to defend this bitch. Let's fucking go.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're fucking going. And of course, Pepsi Phil is with us, but he said he'll be back with us here. But welcome everyone for this incredible watch along. And of course, we're like how Mike De Niro does the last 30 minutes of Raw. We're doing the last 30 minutes of Dynamite. After that, we'll do, Dom and Pepsi Phil will break down what happened on Dynamite because I missed most of it because I was at work. But then after that, we'll give our predictions for full year coming up this Saturday as well.
Although, if you go back on this channel to Top Rope Wrestling Talk, we did the first AEW predictions for full gear ever. Like the earliest ones ever, because we're going to be doing the watch party Saturday. So, Cheap Pop, be ready for that. Go back and watch this when we're done.
Absolutely. That is right. But, man, so far, what do you got first on Dynamite deal, man? What do you think so far? By far, how everything was going? Since I missed most of it, but at least we're catching the main event. But what do you think so far?
It's been a weird Dynamite so far. A lot of the pre-pay-per-view shows don't feel like go-home shows. They're more, we're just going to give you all the action we can give you. This one is a lot of squash matches, a lot of promos. Like the opening match, the tag match with Moxley and Yuta versus Orange Cassidy and Hook, tremendous. After that, there's been a lot of squashes. There were Hangman absolutely put Swerve on blast and then beat the shit out of Nana.
I missed that. I wanted to see that. I wonder how Nana would have been like, I
can't even. You won't even be able to see me on camera if I go over all the shade he threw at Swerve. He talked about why Swerve got fired 2 years ago and how his fiance left him and his kids want no part of him and more. And he didn't give Swerve a chance to say a goddamn thing. He just whooped Nana's ass and left.
I love it,
He
man.
even beat up the security guards that were trying to pull him off a Nana. Oh shit! There goes. Oh, I can't call him that. There goes Paul White.
Right. That's right.
And this main event has been wild too, man. You got Kota Ibushi riding around on a 10-speed with a pipe hitting people softly. He's like, dink.
What's up with the suits? That's what I want to know. What is supposed to be like Men in Black?
No, it's got something to do with that Like a Dragon game that they're sponsored by. Like it's there's like a Yakuza faction that wears, suit like black on black suits and ties and that type of shit. So they were trying to kind of, tie that in. But that's about as much as I know about the game, and I'm a gamer myself. I'm confused about a lot of shit. Like, I want to know when Brian Cage joined the Don Callis family. I thought he was with Mogul Empire.
He is. He's on loan.
There he is.
There he is.
Okay.
Mussolini, the real Pepsi Phil.
It's
That's right.
Black Gorbachev of podcasting.
It's like a Cage. Cage is on an internship right now.
I guess he's getting a 90-day trial. I don't know. I mean, even Kyle Fletcher is back in. I thought they booted him out after he lost to Kenny.
Oh, right? Oh man,
they need bodies.
Looks like it. I mean, shit. I figured it was gonna be Hobbs. I figured they'd get Will Ospreay for this, to be honest, but I guess not.
What's going on, JD? What is going on?
Oh shit! Wait, let me warm up the rebuilt knee.
Mm-hmm.
Your Grace.
Speaking of, y'all heard Ray where Ray was.
Oh my God! Right? It was bound to happen.
Ray?
Hospital surgery.
Yeah, he's getting knee surgery right now.
He's getting
again.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much why he. I guess that's why they had him lose the belt. Finally,
they gotta replace his plastic knee. Ain't this a bitch, folks? Clickety clackety indeed.
I mean, it's plastic, so it should be easy.
JD, if you want to come on, join us. You're more than welcome. Just message me, and I got you.
Yeah, I'd love to have you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm still not. I mean, other than a cross promotional thing, I'm not really seeing a point to this match. Other than, I guess, it's a warm up for Full Gear.
See Kota Ibushi. Anytime I can see Kota Ibushi hit a missile drop kick on Brian Cage, I'm a happy guy.
Yeah, that's right. But you know what? At DDT, I heard they had a fantastic match.
It was amazing.
Jericho sold.
It was a little freaky, but it was amazing.
I mean, Jericho.
Do you see? Where's Kota going?
Right. Where's he going?
He's on top of the Pepsi machine, Phil, just for you. oh shit! Fire extinguisher.
But no, apparently Jericho did put Takeshita over though.
He did. And then he just caught Ibushi with a fire extinguisher and a Judas effect in the back. Like, I put you over in Japan. You're in my house now, sorta. Mm-hmm. I'm from Canada, sorta.
So I missed the intro. So yes, it's Kota, Paul White, and Kenny Omega and Jericho, pretty much, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Versus two former members of Team Taz, Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita.
I mean, I'm not going.
No problem, Your Grace. No problem.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not entirely sure why Big Show's there. Because you got people like Lance. What you got? You got Lance.
I know it was Jericho saying like he knows somebody bigger than Hobbs, and then here comes Paul White.
Was the Murder Hawk busy, or is he hurt?
He kind of is. He's running with Jake the Snake and the Righteous now, so they got something going. Oh, what's up, G?
What's going on?
Hey, what up, G?
What up, G? Great. And what's going on?
The machine. The machine with a superplex from the top rope to the floor through two tables with Kenny Omega. Oh.
I guess.
Oh my God.
Where's Joey Styles? We need him on this one.
Right? I don't even have audio, so I'm making my own.
I guess the CEO gets the best bumps.
My captions ain't working, man. What the fuck is going on tonight?
Hey man, exactly right. That's what I'm wondering
Although,
too.
oh, here we go. Okay. I must have had the wrong ones on, but yeah. Oh my God, they're showing the replay. Damn, back of Kenny's head caught the corner of that first
Yeah,
table.
I think he feeling that one. Although, once I should have known if it's a Jericho match, Aubrey's gonna be in it.
Of course.
They are best friends.
You know what? Aubrey Edwards became the female Earl Hebner. That's what she became now. And
Yeah.
I'm happy for her, to be honest. I'm really happy for
No,
her.
I
That
think
was
it's
the-
great. I love
That
Aubrey.
used to be her Twitter handle, Lil Hebner.
Little
Yeah,
Heaven.
little Hebner, that's right.
Yeah, Earl did.
I
Earl did-
love that whole story behind her getting to ref Bryan Danielson's match at Wrestle Dream and then being reminded that she was the meme girl when he retired. And that's why he hugged her. I thought that was beautiful. And
I mean, yeah.
she's an amazing ref, so why not?
Earl did train her, so
Yeah.
why not?
There is that. There is also that.
You're right about that.
Oh, look at it. The dueling with chairs. I haven't seen this since ECW either.
Well,
Of course, Jericho is an ECW alum, folks. That Lionheart broke into the States in ECW. Don't you ever forget it. And if you don't know, now you do.
somebody tell me what the hell happened to Paul White? Jesus, where is
He got knocked the fuck out by Will Hobbs in the back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse.
They just got Hobbs doing spine. Apparently, Hobbs is doing spine busters on people now.
Yeah. He's just the Oprah of spine busters, man. He's like, you get a spine buster. You get a spine buster. Everybody gets a spine
gets
buster. Everyone. Anybody can get it. On site.
That's right.
Call today.
Not gonna lie to you, the guns are starting to get to me, man.
I mean, I've seen the growth, but I just can't. I can't fuck with the ass boys. I can't.
They hooking me. They hooking me.
Especially them and Juice Robinson together. Like it's just a cringe a second, man. All of it. Ugh.
I think we established that Juice Robinson, it's a small miracle he got Tony Storm, and in general, he just a little. I mean, am I jealous? Yes.
That's another thing, Ivan. They had another one of those Mariah segments on where she actually got to meet Tony Storm.
Okay.
And everything went black and white, and Tony gave her a bunch of attitude and then said to her butler, I forget his name, call the director of the studio, Mr. Khan, and tell him I need a tune-up match on Friday. I think she's actually gonna fight Mariah May because she interrupted her beauty, whatever that was, faint. I don't know what to call that. She was like laid out like this with some cucumbers on her eye. Beauty faint? Is that close enough?
Yeah. First of all, do not disparage our timeless Tony Storm.
I would never.
Her crazy can't be measured these days.
Oh yeah, no, I would never ever compare. I would never disparage the timeless one.
At least not in front of her,
right?
Ever. I love that woman. I don't care what she does.
I mean, this is actually probably the most. I mean, this is the best gimmick I've ever seen her in.
Yeah.
Well, remember, how director said it. Like, this is the first time.
Oh my God!
You guys are ahead. That's fine.
Painful.
That's fine. Oh wait. Oh wait. Now I'm ahead. Oh.
I think Kota Ibushi's dead.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that tombstone.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That was the most respectful one.
Respectfully, as JD says.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Tombstone.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think Kota's fucking dead, man. How are you always in the past, bro?
I know,
are
right?
You 3 hours behind on your TV too. He's watching the opening match. Pepsi Phil and I are watching the main event.
I mean, you are on the West Coast.
Hey, that's what happens when you're in the West
Everything's
Coast.
a little laid back on the West Coast. Though,
It's fine. It's fine.
Over there on the West Side.
This is
Well,
right.
that's one way
Throw
to
them
stop.
dubs.
That's one way to stop him.
Yeah, it's definitely one way. Some duct tape.
I'll tell you one thing though. I have to give respect to Omega.
This is
and...
giving me like severe Reservoir Dogs flashbacks right now. Like, is
yeah,
Jericho,
exactly. Yes.
Is Jericho gonna cut Will Hobbs' ear off now, and then dance the Stuck in the Middle?
If he
What'd you
gets
say?
out.
Can you hear me?
I mean, duct tape is impressive.
Duct tape is an amazing invention. I will shout out to duct tape.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Have they announced yet any new matches for full gear?
No, not as far as I know.
No, they added Sky Blue to the TBS title match between Statlander and Julia, but
yeah. I mean, truth be told, I'd be happier with just a 3-way dance between Statlander, Julia Hart, and Blue. But
I think that's what we're gonna get, though, ain't it?
Well, we get Red Velvet too.
I thought she got eliminated in that match, though.
Not according to the card I saw. She's still listed.
They were saying title eliminator tonight between the two of them, and Team Blue beat Team Red, so Team Red is gone. It was like the female Bloods and Crips on Dynamite. The Crips won tonight, y'all. Sorry.
Oh my god! But you know what? I was gonna say, like, you know, like how I'm happy for Elise Omega and Jericho putting over this future talent, like, you know, Takesha. I'm happy for that. For once, we're fucking seeing fucking Brian Cage in fucking.
He's not going to do this. He is going to do. Holy shit! Sorry, you'll see. You'll see. I can't believe Ken just did that. Holy fucking shit! That man is amazing. I don't care how many matches he wins. He's still the best bout machine, y'all. Fuck you. I said what I said. I said it. Therefore it is. Oh, with Brian fucking Cage, though.
He took that shit.
Look how much bigger Brian Cage is than Kenny. Wait. Jericho got a bat. Oh, we got the. Is that a broom? No, that's a shovel.
He's gonna hit Power Hobbs. Okay.
Kenny's like, no. Put the bat. Put the broom or put the shovel away. We're just gonna. Chris and I got shit to do on Saturday, so we're gonna just raise our hands and we'll leave.
We know you're ready to kill somebody, but I mean, you calm down.
Now, I just want to put this out there to the Young Bucks. You see why Kenny's rolling with these guys? Because they did something the Elite couldn't. They beat the Don Callis family.
Oh, technically they didn't. They beat Hobbs. They beat Cage.
Well, he was on loan. And it came out to the Callis family music and everything. So Tony Storm, respectfully,
100%.
Oh yeah,
respectfully as fuck.
Yeah. Speaking of that, it should be. Why doesn't run commercials right now? I guess we are.
I remember seeing her in NXT UK.
Don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen, this man is putting his belt on the line. That big network title. If you're watching this and you're listening to this, make sure you go to Top Rope Wrestling Talk Facebook.
On Facebook for now. We will get it out there a little more.
We'll get it out there more within 24 hours. Of course, make sure you go there and also subscribe while you're at it. You know, follow them. Make sure you follow them. And because all the live streams are there too, and of course, the admins over here, especially the one, the Mussolini, that runs everything. And that's Pepsi Phil, who also is the admin there. Make sure, hey, you'll see the link on the Top Rope Wrestling Talk Facebook group page. You see it there. Hit it. Make your picks. And of course, it's two of them, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll have this one for this Saturday.
I got to defend my title, cross promotional style, y'all.
Yeah. And the following week, you have to also get your Survivor Series right, because we'll be here next week doing the Survivor Series as well, predictions and watch along, especially. So that's I'm excited.
I mean, I don't.
You want to know what kind of champ I really am? I'm going to full gear, and I'm going to war.
tell you a little
Going to
something.
war.
As far as I'm concerned, that is a fake War Games because it wasn't said by the man it needed to be said by.
I know, right? They can't. It's part of his release. It's a damn shame. We can blame Tony Khan for that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn Tony Khan.
Man,
You're bullshit, Tony Khan.
You're bullshit. You, Tony. Bullshit.
Oh, Tony
bullshit.
Khan.
Party of one. Your table's ready. Tony, that's you.
Mm-hmm. Is this a give me what I want moment or a damn you, Tony Khan? That's bullshit.
A little bit of both. Because I want William to say War Games so bad. Like it I feel empty inside without it.
Mm-hmm.
I so wanted him to come out and say blood and guts like War Games when he was in AEW, and he never did that either. I'm like, why? Why you guys gotta fuck with me like this? Why you gotta play with my emotions? I'm a good dude. I handle my business. I'm a good dad. I'm a good husband. I've been clean 22 years. I'm a 22-time champion. What else I gotta do? Can I get something here, please?
Apparently, we get Rush and we get Roosh and Dax fighting at Collision.
Mm-hmm. And Miro versus Danny Garcia. Oh my God!
The upside is Danny Garcia is getting a push.
Oh, Soraya's back finally too. Jesus, finally.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Oh, okay. Garcia's gonna get his ass whooped. Oh my God!
Wasn't MJF supposed to be talking tonight?
Yeah, well, that's the last thing, right?
Oh, is that coming up now?
Yeah,
because I saw a little thing saying Renee was going to have a sit-down interview with both people in the world title match, and I was like, wait a minute, MJF's supposed to talk tonight. Oh, here he comes. Never mind. I'm sorry. I wait. It's in here. It's in here, and we can use it. It's in here. I know it.
Oh,
I put it there.
Did you put it there?
Hang on. I'm going. Here it is. Better than you. Better. And I'm better than MJF. Where's my title? Okay, where's yours, homie?
Bruce. I want to Bruce.
I mean, good for Jay White. I mean, he ain't gonna win, but good for Jay White.
No, Jay White's been amazing in this whole story. I don't know who is going to take the title from MJF. I think it's going to have best chance is the multi-man match at that they're coming up with for what is it, End of the World?
Yeah. I mean, if he lost it at the End of the World, it'd probably make more sense than Full Gear.
But now, granted, that's the same thing I said when they had like the 21-person battle royal for Orange Cassidy's international championship. I was like, oh, well, this is the best chance he's got to lose it. He's got 20 fucking opponents, and he retained.
I mean, it still was the best chance. It just means it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it was the best chance. It just didn't happen. So you can take that for what it's worth.
Exactly.
There you go. Awesome. Let's see what MJ got to say. If Bruce was here, I know Bruce would have been like, everybody shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Max is talking. Oh, no, I know, because I've had him do that to me while we're live. Shut the fuck up. Max is talking. Mute.
He wanted to do some shit like that.
He really has. He really has.
Love Bruce. I love Bruce.
And I love him to death for it.
Mm-hmm.
That goddamn lovable bearded scumbag. You gotta love him.
All right, so here's a question: who are they going to tease us with this time?
See, that was the thing. I was gonna bring that up. Tony put the tweet out, and I had brought up last Saturday the whole Alex Hammerstone situation. I compared it to this man's situation when he came to AEW because he was still under contract with MLW, and they worked out appearances, but eventually Tony Khan made that contract kind of go poof, and MJF was all elite. I think he's going to do the same thing for Hammerstone. I think we're going to see him on Saturday, and I think he's either part of the Devil Crew or he's going to be MJF's partner.
I don't know, man. I love MJF, but I don't know what's up with MLW of late.
Oh, we said the same thing on Saturday, man. MLW, it's like between first Holiday left, then Myron Reed, then you had the entire Noah family there say they want to be released. Then Alex Hammerstone asked for his release. They supposedly granted it. They cut him out of all the intros and promos and cards and everything, but they have yet to give him his fucking release.
Well, I mean, he's technically still on contract till next year.
Did Billy Corgan buy out MLW? What happened? Did I miss something?
No, but apparently Billy Corgan is just annoying the crap out of everybody.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
I mean,
God, like MLW, Alex Hammerstone re-signed with MLW a few years back because a lot of talent did because they thought that company was going in the right direction. And then things just seem to go downhill from there. I don't know why. I really don't.
Honestly, MLW reminded me of early TNA.
Yeah.
And then it pretty much, I don't know, and then it became TNA and started going in the wrong direction like TNA did.
Like TNA. All of a sudden, Court Bauer became Dixie Carter too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God, it's a shame too because I love MLW. I've been watching MLW since they were basically a remix of ECW. Like when they first started, Joey Styles was at the table, Raven was there, RVD, CM Punk showed up for a while, Vampiro, like a lot of the ECW originals, if that's what you want to call them.
I mean, they tried to go respectable at a certain point. I think that's what ruined them.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've watched and I've seen how, like, you know, they kind of tried, you know, Azteca Underground, and that was kind of cool. There were some other. Wait a minute,
but they lost people. They lost people on that one too.
They lost people on that one too. That's true. Who? What?
Yeah. Somebody coming.
This is why I hate not having my sound on. Oh, it's Jay White. It's the Switchblade. I gotta.
Don't let your son hear you.
My son don't like reading either. Drop the act because you're embarrassing yourself. Oh, here we go. Jay's telling him the same old. Like you think you're me, but you're not.
I don't know, man. But Jay White, the one walking around with a stolen belt,
right? Jay White talking all this shit about MJF being a villain. And he's got MJF's stolen title on his shoulder while he's saying it. Hot calling the kettle black, homie. I mean,
I guess they do things different in Japan.
They do.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
See, Bruce said that, and then MJF lost his title, changed his fucking mind. I forget who it was. I really do. I forget who it was, but somebody stole somebody's title. And I was like, oh, that's bullshit. And he's like, no, possession is 9/10 of the law. I think MJF, when he actually stole Moxley's title for a minute, back when he was AEW champ, he's like, no, possession is 9/10 of the law. MJF, he's the champ. And then Jay White steals his belt. This bastard, how dare he? I'm like, wait, didn't you say? Well, that was then. And it wasn't Max.
Huh.
I was thinking when I saw, like, you know, the background change, there was going to be somebody come out to ask MJF about possibly being his partner. But
I mean, this is a good. I mean, I'm reading it. This is a good speech by Jay.
No, it is. It is. I'm reading while I'm speaking because amazingly, after all I've done to my brain, I can still multitask. It's ridiculous. I
mean, he's like, what is he like? Is he 30 yet?
Jay?
Yeah.
I think he just turned.
He's 31. Yeah, he turned 31.
Okay, he just turned 31. Okay.
Oh, he getting jumped. There you go.
Here comes Bullet Club Gold.
They're called the Bang Bang Gang.
Oh no, Juice hit him with the Kmart ring. Oh no, wait, it was TJ Maxx, right? I didn't even know that shit still existed until he said it. What do we think? Do we think Joe's gonna come save his ass?
I don't know, man. It might be cool, and then you get like the weird standoff between the both of them.
I mean, if he's gonna, he better soon, because here comes the Blade Runner.
I'm
Okay,
wondering
man.
if Devon and Bully Ray praised them to do that move as the finisher now.
I mean,
That's
you
what I'm wondering.
have to honestly, you have to ask for that one.
I mean, the 310 to Yuma is a little different from the 3D, but
Well, I mean, like the FTR does remember, like they do theirs, like similar to it.
yeah,
too, but it's
it's kind of like it's kind of like Shatter Machine or whatever the fuck Big Rig, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like 3D, only instead of a cutter, they do more of a flat liner out of it.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, odds are they probably asked permission because these days you kind of have to ask moves. Because I know what Owens asked Stone Cold for the cutter.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're not stupid. They probably asked.
I mean, shit.
I always wondered. Apparently nobody's saving MJF. If Bruce were awake, he'd probably be crying into his scarf right now.
Oh yeah, he would be.
I gotta turn my fan on. Jesus Christ, it's hot. How does it get hot when I'm here? Oh right, the lights.
Oh, there go Joe watching.
Yep.
Joe watching that
ass. Joe is just watching, really.
One second, I see Joe watching the monitor. I turn to flip my fan on. I turn back, and there's John Cena. It's like, wait, did I just flip the SmackDown? What happened?
I mean,
never mind, it's Wipeout.
I mean, they already said that Solo Sikoa retired the man.
Solo Sikoa, I'm amazed he didn't kill the man. But that's a whole other show. We're not here to talk about that. I'm just saying.
No,
he's lucky to be alive. Fuck wrestling.
I mean, truth be told, honestly, man has literally had a storied career.
I'm sure the Peacemaker season 2 is coming, John. Go ahead. The strike's over. Get back to work.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I'm waiting for Peacemaker 2.
Me too. That was a great show. It was weird, but it was good.
Yeah. And apparently, I think he had another movie.
I mean, and the same could be said about Dynamite tonight. It was weird, but it was good.
Mm-hmm. it was a weird, like, it's. I mean,
the opener and the main event, fine. The stuff in between was like,
I know it was a pre-peep. I'm sorry. Are we still calling it pay-per-views now? It was a pre-peep.
AEW got pay-per-views. I say pay-per-view. So go ahead.
I know it was a pre-pay-per-view event, but it was just like, are you just trying to protect everybody? Or trying to push a story?
That's what I was saying at the beginning of this when Ivan asked me how the show was. AEW Dynamite doesn't typically give you like the go-home show before the pay-per-view. But at the same time, how many times have they had some kind of wild injury right before the pay-per-view?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they wised the fuck up and said, you know what, we're going to play it safe. We're going to keep everybody healthy because now we got I'm guessing, I think this week Collision goes head-to-head with SmackDown and then Rampage, which is wild. But we've got two more shows to do. We've got before the pay-per-view Saturday, so we're going to play it safe. We're going to keep everybody healthy, and we're going to say what's up to the dirtiest heel of all time, Kofi.
Hey, Kofi, what's going on?
My man. What is good, homie? Dirty heels. Dirty heels.
That's right, baby. Dirty Heels podcast. Make sure you follow them.
I don't have it up, or I'd start playing the theme song. Every time I saw him in the live chat, I just hit it. Yeah, it was a good, safe show, Cope. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Truth be told, they kind of need to do that more often because
like I said, they've had big injuries with Phoenix and a few other guys going into pay-per-views, and they've had to change the card last minute, and or try to have somebody tough something out when they shouldn't. And this is the not exactly the better way to do it, but at least for the talent involved, it's the better way to do it.
I'm wondering why they would do was it like a dragon match? Because that match seemed insane.
Especially with Kenny and Jericho, because at least the rest of those guys involved in the match can just go away now. They ain't got nothing at the pay-per-view. Like, oh, Paul White's out cold. We're gonna have to revive him before 0 hour. Okay, you got what, 3-4 days for him to wake up enough to sit there. You keep him in the same suit.
I'm not picking him up.
I'm not either.
Well, break it down, gentlemen. Break it down, both of you guys. For Dynamite, I do. Obviously, I caught only the main event. But I want you guys to break down, overall, and what are you guys' thoughts about it, and what do you grade it? So, DOM, you're the host, another host with the most coast to coast. Take it away, brother. Go ahead, bro. Take it away.
I mean, like I said, it was good but weird but safe. I'd probably give it, if I had to grade it, I'd probably give it like a B-. It was a good show. Wasn't great. Didn't suck. So B- feels appropriate. Like, first match, amazing. Main event, very good. Everything else was like, all right, I blinked and missed it. Let me back it up on my DVR right quick.
Oh man. Pepsi Phil?
I gave it a C. So it's about the same thing. Honestly, like you said, I think the first match was great. I think the last match was a little too chaotic, and I question the concept behind it, but I do appreciate they wanted to have at least a good night.
The concept is we're trying to make our money.
Yeah. And I guess
we're trying to get paid.
Yeah. In between stuff, I was like, I mean, I guess they were just trying to push the story forward, and a lot of the stuff they did, which is fine by me. So just honestly, that's fine by me. So it's not a bad thing. I think it was a light show in regards to like talent, but truth be told, I enjoyed the Bang Bang Gang, which I'm not entirely proud to say. I enjoyed Tony Storm's bit. I don't know what.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, like the stuff they had in between, it moved them forward to the next. It moved them forward to close to the pay-per-view. So it's only a C because honestly, I could have used more like high caliber matches.
Yeah, no, the stories themselves, like Ivan said it, I said it, we all said it Saturday, like the stories that they're putting out with AEW these days are so damn good. So maybe they are realizing like we could be the alternative, but we can't stray too far from the formula. We still need stories. We still need go home shows. We still need builds. And maybe, knock on wood, they're learning a little bit, just a little bit.
I mean, truth be told, I truly believe that's MJF leading the way on that one, because the way he's evolved because honestly, it goes back to that All In, man. All In was perhaps the best storytelling I have ever seen. Like, that goes down as probably their top 5 storylines. Because honestly, I remember we were all watching that match going, somebody going to turn, and we are literally on the edge of our seat waiting to see who becomes the heel. And no one becomes the heel.
Yeah.
We were vested in that storyline.
And it still hasn't happened.
Yeah. I know, right?
I know.
All these months later, that happened in summer. Here we are going into winter, and that shit still hasn't happened.
But we know MJF hate video games.
Well, he's even softened on that a little bit.
But I think I think because of what he's doing, I think everybody else is starting to follow suit. Like, I kind of felt like before that moment, everyone was a little bit afraid to kind of mess with their current gimmick. And so, but MJF's like, look, I can go insane too. Look at this kangaroo drop kick, the greatest move in pro wrestling.
Right, the only man doing the kangaroo kick.
But like
only one.
But
you know what, Coach? That remind me that Hangman segment with Swerve was so fucking intense. Yes. Like, talk about story.
You're the man, Kofi.
Coolest podcast is right here. That's only when Dirty Heels ain't on this.
Yeah,
D-Man, shout out to you.
What's going on?
And All Elite Wrestling Television on Facebook. Love you guys. My love to Jay as well.
But yeah,
check them out.
Like I said, Swerve, that was a great storyline. I mean, honestly, it's just great to see Swerve, man. It's always great to see Swerve. And shout out to Hangman for pretty much making that storyline work by him being a straight man while Swerve is being a straight up heel.
Right.
But it's like everyone's starting to kind of come into their own, which is nice. So respectfully, Sky Blue, she's like 12 years old.
She's 22.
So every time I see her, I'm going, why are they letting children fight?
because them children look good.
But the
Respectfully.
problem is that she's a good wrestler. Which makes me wonder how long she's been wrestling if she's 21.
Yeah.
And so
I think she said she started at like 15, if I remember correctly.
So I mean, she's starting to come into her own. They still need help with the women's division, but Julia Hart, man, Hart.
God.
I don't know how long it took.
You want to talk about young too? Whew.
Somebody respectfully. Someone flipped a switch on that woman, and I don't know. She became a little Taker out of nowhere.
Speaking of Scott,
shout out to Universal right there.
Mr. Universal himself, low class to all you top rope fans. Nick Dietering, boys and girls.
Yeah, but Butch wrestlers starting to come into their own with their storylines, which is actually nice because it's starting to feel. I mean, dare I say it? They're starting to feel like more like a wrestling promotion, not an independent wrestling promotion.
Yeah,
of just people coming in to wrestle and then leaving.
Yeah, exactly. They're starting to feel like a full-fledged billion-dollar promotion, and they should. And you got to remember too, now they're pretty much cranking out monthly pay-per-views. Because we have Wrestle Dream, we're going into Full Gear. Then we got End of the World now, or World's End, or something like that. It's something like that. I don't know. I keep fucking it up, folks. So if I fucked it up again, I apologize. I couldn't even remember what the name was on Saturday, so I'm getting better.
Truth be told, I have no idea how they name their pay-per-view, so I'm just like, okay.
I guess they think the world is coming to an end before New Year's Eve, so hence the name. I mean, Busta Rhymes made a career out of it for like a fucking decade. He'd be sitting there in 1996, like, there's only 4 years left.
So, I think Kofi makes a real good point. The women's division still feels really disjointed, except for a few highlights in it. So,
no, they have some bits and some pieces between Tony and Julia, and Sheeta is great too. Like her and Tony again with this story has just been amazing. But they've still got a lot of work to do with that. It's just seeing them doing some work on some of the things they lacked between stories and go home shows and that type of thing. It makes me believe that there might be hope that they put this women's division together.
I hope so. I mean, if nothing else, Impact should be a really good example of what they could do with a women's division.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say Impact is a good example of what you can do with a women's division. It's a good example of what not to do when you get there. There's a reason Impact is going to become TNA again in a few short weeks. Okay.
I mean, here's the good thing, and we're gonna. I know this is a sidetrack. So with NXT possibly going to USA as regular television. NWA apparently, screwing themselves over, losing the CW. That's a big window for TNA to fill in.
Yep. If they can get off Access, and if not, that's a landing spot for ROH. See, we were talking about that Saturday too, y'all. You got to go back and watch that shit. It was incredible. We broke that whole thing down between what NWA did and how it opened the door for NXT and Raw possibly moving or ROH going there if NXT or what if Impact gets away from Access, all that. Broke it all down.
I think their contract with Access should be over soon. So I think it ends next year, actually. I think that's why we're coming TNA. So, I mean, if they're on CW, that's fine with me.
Now, the biggest question is, I mean, so even Kofi said facts. See?
Like Kofi.
That's what we love, Kofi. That's what we love, Kofi. Here's the question, gentlemen. Who is Tony Khan signing? That is the biggest question.
Hornswoggle.
Because when he says they, I was talking to Dom on the chat earlier, and I'm like on the way home, and I'm like, it could be like a tag team. Because if you're saying they, it is like they're very well known. Okay, you're saying very well known, then you're. I mentioned the Gristle.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm looking at the tweet right now, and he said AEW has agreed to terms with one of the world's best wrestlers, a pro who is known and respected by virtually every AEW fan. They'll come to LA to sign their contract this Saturday.
So it's definitely someone in the independent.
So it's got to be one guy.
Yeah, so it's got to be an independent guy.
Although now remember, when Swerve signed his contract, that wasn't the only guy that showed up that night.
Yeah.
So we may know about this one, but there may be even more.
I still think it's going to be one person.
Get Joe, what's up,
good?
brother?
Get Joe podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Scraps that man. That guy has good.
Here's the thing.
Oh, that dude.
The surprise showed up. It's starting to get old, honestly.
A little bit.
Like I mean, yeah, it's
it
nice.
Just depends on how you do it. Like I don't want to hear that somebody's going to show up and sign a contract at the pay-per-view. I just want it to happen. You know, the Dragon just happened. Adam Cole just happened. They didn't say like, "Oh, stay tuned. Adam Cole's going to come sign his contract." They just show. You just heard music and they showed the fuck up out of nowhere. Malachi Black just happened.
He just showed up. Yeah, that was the one we all freaked out about.
That's what I like. I don't like, oh, big announcement is somebody's coming to the pay-per-view, because that takes all the fun out of it, man. I mean, I want to pop. I'm already gonna buy the pay-per-view. You ain't gotta hook me.
Tony like his awards, and he like his award ceremony.
He likes to tweet.
He's a mark. What do you expect? I mean,
Tony, give me this. Tony, give me this motherfucking phone. You can have it back when you learn how to use it.
I mean, you think you would have learned from WCW about being a mark,
right?
Now let me ask you this: did any opportunity at Dynamite? Did they announce any 0 hour match? Like, are we gonna have Hook outside and Wheeler Yuta?
No, outside of all that I saw was we still have the ROH tag titles on 0 hour, and that's it. They always add something, but they don't add it to like the very last fucking minute.
And truth be told, it's probably, like I said, the 0 hours probably become like a preview show for ROH, trying to get it some TV time. So imagine if like every time they do good numbers on the ROH segments, they send them out going, see, this is what we can do.
Maybe they'll start like a TV title tournament on 0 hour, you know, since Joe gave it up.
We're gonna have to wait and see on that.
Now keep in mind, remember Stone Cold did the same thing to The Rock. When he had the IC belt, he was like, here you go.
Oh, that's right. He did do that. He did do that.
Take it. I want yours.
And I know
that is of course when DTA was born too.
Yep. Oh, the good old days.
The good old days. That's where the good old
I'm
days
feeling young again, as if the world was new.
I'm alone. You alone on that one, my friend. I'm cranky and like, and I'm hearing noises I ain't used to.
Man, you probably ain't even my age. What you talking about, cranky?
All right, it sound like
I'm probably the oldest motherfucker here.
It's like steampunk gears on these knees.
Yeah, buddy.
I got a rebuilt right knee. You ain't got to say nothing about that, huh? I'm not bullshitting what I say. My stuff goes clickety clackety.
Okay. All right.
I love that.
I'm sorry. I'm derailing. I'm going psycho.
So here's a question I was curious about.
Okay.
Where AEW is right now, they are pushing a lot of talent.
A lot.
Who do we see as being the breakout star? Because I know it was supposed to be Ricky Starks, but he seemed to have fizzled out. It was supposed to be Sammy Guevara, but no comment. And now they're trying to do it.
He's on that baby break though.
Yeah.
He is.
And honestly, it was supposed to be Danny back with that dragon angle, and then he stayed with the Jericho Appreciation Society, and now he got hips. So,
right now, I'm trying to figure out who it is now, because
fuck,
and it doesn't need to be one person. Just if
that's a good question.
I'm thinking. I mean, honestly, there's not a lot of real breakouts. Like last year, Wheeler Yuta really came into his own. You know, winning the ROH Pure title, get with the Combat Club, you know, all that. That was big. If there is a breakout, I think we've already talked about her, Julia Hart.
Absolutely. Fuck yeah. I agree.
Yep.
I mean,
totally agree with that.
yes, she has completely stolen the Temptress Witch gimmick and watched the Facebook videos and took notes and made her own, or I mean the Instagram video that made her own. But damn it if she doesn't do it well.
I mean, that's the thing though. She merged it with the House of Black, which was a real good call.
It was,
for a fact, cool. Malachi Brody and Buddy had to be doing some training with her. Because of that match against Statlander, she's pulling moves I ain't never seen her do. I mean, because she wasn't doing it with the golden. What the hell?
No, she was barely wrestling when she was with the Hollywood Blondes or the Varsity Blondes or whatever the Blondes were before they broke up. And Pillman changed his name and Griff Garrison disappeared into the void. But I mean, Julia Hart is like the living embodiment of like she was a pre-WWE character when she came in, and then the Attitude Era hit for her. Yeah, and now all of a sudden she's this shit, and you're just like, wow.
I mean, she
like,
got the
honestly. I look at when I think of breakouts, I look at the women. I look at Julia Hart. I look at Willow Nightingale.
I mean, we got Willow, you got Tony. I'm counting Tony, even though technically
yes.
Even though technically she was kind of already really
she has completely reinvented herself.
Yeah,
and got
but
bigger.
She was completely already
so that counts.
So she was always there.
It's like saying it's like saying Wheeler Yuta didn't do shit because he was there the year before with Best Friends after he joined the Combat Club. Like, no, that was a whole different game. And with Tony, same thing. You know,
so she's doing it.
Women amazingly,
which is great.
So maybe I shouldn't be bitching about that division so much.
Yo, Tim, what's up, baby?
The banger, baby, he's here, baby,
and I mean banger, banger of podcast.
We gotta play for him. We gotta play for him. Right
banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
If Pepsi were here, he'd be beating on my chest like Butch does with Ridge.
I mean, honestly, I would do it over here, but I'm afraid I'm gonna hit the screen.
I know. I'm always worried I'm gonna hit my mic on the way by.
I'm assuming Sheamus is still hurt, right?
Yeah,
he's still hurt. But shout out to Tim King, though, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Floor Slappers Sports. Make sure you follow him.
Oh, yeah. Well, Takeshita, I'll give you Takeshita definitely as a breakout.
Takeshita, definitely a breakout.
But honestly, I think he's a breakout in Japan. I mean, not that he's not here, but I
even
feel
here,
like,
man, he's undefeated against Kenny Omega. That's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, I guess I kind of think for exposure, though, I think he gets more exposure in Japan than he does
of course.
Here. I mean, obviously, but I just feel like
think about it. He was just basically like on sabbatical.
Oh,
he froze.
Now he's rocking the leather and he's rolling in a clique and he's beating Kenny Omega. That's 10 levels at least.
Yeah, you know? So I guess we go with, like, we mentioned the women, we mentioned Takeshita. I think that's about it, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
For breakout kids.
Now
I'm trying to think of somebody else. I got nothing. I mean, you could say Swerve got bigger, but he's not exactly breakout.
Yeah, I mean, it's Swerve being Swerve.
Like, did you hear about this guy Swerve? He's apparently amazing. Yeah, we heard about him in like 2005, man. Where the fuck you been?
Truth be told, every time I see Swerve, I look at him and go, that's like a young Shelton Benjamin right there.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's a little bit better. He's actually a little more smoother than Shelton was, which is saying a lot.
It says a whole lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot, because Shelton's smooth.
Yeah. I mean, truth be told, I'm waiting to see where he lands right now. I'm praying it's Impact or TNA. Because honestly, first week there, I'm like, y'all just might as well give that belt to Shelton, because there ain't nobody else who's too much better.
If he showed up to AEW, I'd say you might as well give that belt to Shelton.
I'd be like, Orange, I'm sorry, your belt got to go.
No, Max, you're done. We're making history. And we're doing it with a bona fide stud.
Exactly.
The man that beat Triple H is going to beat you.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Whenever you are, my friend. Whenever you are.
Let's do this.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, because
it's time.
It is for the predictions. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Speaking of that, yes, right back.
Wonderful.
Right. It is that time, and you know it is, and that is there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The predictions for AEW Full Gear happening this Saturday. Of course, I will be there, and of course, the Notorious One will be hosting the watch along here on Circle Debate. So you guys are welcome to join here on this channel for Saturday, because this Notorious One is going to be hosting coast to coast with the most. This man is going to do it. It's going to be everywhere. You can even find it on Facebook, too. See, that's why it has a Facebook logo right there next to him, because you can find it there. Besides here on YouTube, you can find it everywhere. On Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook. You can find it there. Find it there. Pepsi Phil will be along there, too, as well, joining DOM. And the rest of the crew will be joining, of course, on Saturday.
Gang. We're probably going to get the chef back in the building, get Brian. May add a couple of people. Who knows? We can get like 10 on screen.
I might go on to say hi a little bit, because I'll be there for the 10
Just don't cut the feed off like last time.
Oh, I know.
In the words of Shawn Michaels, for shizzle.
No, it's gonna be a great time, y'all. We're gonna have lots of fun.
So
I definitely recommend you guys come back Saturday and kick it with us during Full Gear. Get your prediction forms in, because Grandma will be doing prediction updates live on the watch along.
And she did just post our survey online, so you got
the form is in Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook, the group. If you haven't, invite yourself, answer a couple questions, because we got big, and apparently when you get big, people start putting like smutty stuff and nasty stuff in your group. So we had to put some limitations in, y'all.
You got 69 hours, people. 69 hours.
Yes, that's right. Because this man is putting his title on the line, the Debate Network title. He's putting on the line because he's gonna.
If you win, he will no longer be allowed to show that belt.
No, yeah, exactly.
Until I get it back.
Until he gets that belt back.
I'm coming for gold, people. Gold. That's right. The gold
rush. Ask TK what happens when you say, "Hey, you're supposed to be the greatest champ. Why don't you pick out the form and prove it?" That's what happened.
That is exactly what happened. And man, we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna get into the action here. So we're gonna get into I think this is gonna be the first matchup. Of course, it should be, and of course that's the Ring of Honor Team Championship. Of course, MJF, and to be determined, to be announced, or is more likely going to be Samoa Joe, maybe, or could it be Roderick Strong in this case in the last minute? We don't know who is going to be his tag team partner, or he might do it alone, like he did at All In, like how he did, when he faced
the Righteous.
Yeah. That was a good matchup. It was a great entertaining, and I really enjoyed it. And I feel that this is happening. It's happening here as well. It's good to see the Gun Club up there again. That, this time, like I said it, I've been saying it, and I'm going to say it again, full disclosure. For everybody to, with that fact, it's so much of a joke, like that Bullet Club. Go back and YouTube the Bullet Club back in the days in New Japan. Finn Balor can tell you that all of that has been happening for quite some time. The type of style
since the jump.
Yeah, it's just a sense of humor type of evil sense of humor style that's supposed to be that way. So it's like, don't hate on it. It's like appreciate it, because this
it was like when the BWO came out. It was kind of funny, but at the same time they'd fuck you up.
Yeah. Exactly. Just ask JBL his forehead.
Right.
So, man, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it down, and of course, Pepsi Phil.
I'm gonna go for a wild card pick, man. I'm going for I think the Guns win this one.
Oh,
they long past due. Are they long past due at this point? I think they have coming off. They've been following the same trajectory as the Acclaimed did, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Their last couple of matches, they have shown themselves to be extremely versatile, and I like the performances. So I think this could be. I think Full Gear could be the night they get their first tag team belts.
Now wait, it would not be their first. They've been AEW tag champions.
Oh, that's right. They did win last time. I'm sorry, but I mean this is the first time in this.
It'd be the first ROH tag title they won, but not their first tag title.
This new Guns, this new Bang Bang Gang Guns.
The new Guns. Is anything like New Kids on the Block? Is there a
More like the New Age Outlaws, but they're kids.
Oh, you didn't know? You better call
Oh,
my
call my call my daddy.
I don't know why. It will depend. It will depend on who his partner, who MJF's partner is, though. Because if it's a big debut, like say if it is Hammerstone, then I'm just like, well, Guns never had a shot.
Sorry, Guns, you're dead.
So
I gotta be honest here, man. I think MJF and TBA, the TBA stands for to be all by your motherfucking self. It's just gonna be MJF versus the Guns, because as much as we say, oh, well, here comes the Bang Bang Gang, fuck MJF up, somebody's coming. Like tonight, what happened? All alone. Ain't got nobody to partner up with. Adam Cole's on the shelf. The Acclaimed are probably in an ICU right now. Bowens is picking glass out of his ass. By the way, can Jack Perry verify if that was real glass? I'm asking for a friend.
That's a good
let's just say Jack knows better.
But I don't, whether he has a partner or whether he's alone. I think MJF retains this title because I don't think anybody's going to beat him unless they're like a bona fide ROH tag team. To get those titles back on ROH programming behind a paywall.
Okay.
You know, right. like Aussie Open couldn't do it. The Righteous couldn't do it. Yeah. You know, if FTR showed up and they wanted those belts back, I'd be like, oh, FTR's got this. But it's the ass boys, y'all. And they are very good. They've come a long way. But they combined, I'm going to channel my best Brucey here. All right. They combined are not on the level of the devil.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. This storyline they've been running, they have been hanging, though. They have been hanging. And the swerve would be if two dudes, honestly, who came in as interns or sidekicks to the actual Bullet Club won that tag belt.
I'd sooner believe Card Blade got the win. Okay?
Sir,
if Card Blade was taking on MJF in 0 hour, I'm picking Card Blade. See, I used to call him Switchboard. I was fucked up. I got it right this time.
Speaking of,
so who do you got? So you got MJF.
I'm gonna take MJF. I think he's gonna retain. I think he's gonna hold those belts for Adam because he's motivated.
I'm gonna stick with the Guns on this one because I think it'll be a nice. I think storyline wise, it will be nice if he loses the belt.
I think for me, I think MJF is going to be the one keeping it, and I feel like Adam Cole is going to make a phone call and really just fucking tell either Roderick to shut the fuck up and step up, or
take the fucking neck brace off and get back.
Yes, that could be the case, or you know, or MJF will actually take Joe's favor and then give Joe a title shot at Revolution. Could be the one, since right now with Adam Cole out for the he's about to be out for 9 months. So this is going to be something that they need something to keep this story to continue. So, I mean, at this point, I mean, you're going to have to book Joe again for rematch. And maybe this could be this could be the start of the storyline heading into Revolution or even End of Worlds. Maybe so, but I don't think End of Worlds. I think more like a Revolution. But this could be the start of the beginning of it. But I still feel that could be the case. I think that will be the call. I really don't see anybody else who is at a top to get that contendership. I just hope it ain't fucking Pepsi, fucking Phil Brooks, please. No, it's not.
Honestly, I doubt they would go back there. Honestly,
yeah, I hope not. Or even Jack Perry. I don't even want him to be in it because everybody's saying he could be the one wearing the mask and he could be the one. The guy. He's not ready. The guy is not ready for that shit.
He's not ready.
Jack Perry is on Allen Iverson suspension right now.
Oh yeah. He has a good call now. He is actually
Right.
on that.
You're not wrong there.
That man,
Right
ain't coming back, that man ain't getting rewarded with a comeback belt. No.
No.
Does he look like CM Punk?
Jack made his mistake. He gonna sit his stuff out, come back, and work his way back up.
Oh yeah.
Plus, yeah,
So,
I don't even know if Jack would want to be back after, unfortunately what happened to Matthew. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he's gonna be quite back for some time. So
I think he's gonna be out for a minute.
But this is gonna be the open. I feel like this is gonna be the opening matchup for that 0 hour. I think this should be the one.
It is listed for the 0 hour pre-show match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, then it has to be because then you gotta MJF is the main event, so it gives them that opportunity. But this is really gonna put the Gun Club over in some type of way. So I think it will. I know you're choosing the Gun Club, Phil, but I still feel like they're not. I really feel they weren't even ready when they won the tag team titles away from the Acclaim last time. Like I still feel like they're not. Yes, Psycho Devious. That's
Devious Psychos. Devious Psychos.
They weren't ready for that. So it's like this. I think this will give them the time. Unless it's for it to at least it helps them out to kind of develop more of them and for to see more of them on television because this is the first time ending in this year that we've seen a lot of them now.
That is true. That is true.
So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I'm happy to see that. So we'll see.
They're growing up in front of our eyes. Just
they're
like
growing.
Julia Hart.
Oh my God, they're growing.
Like, look at them getting all big and doing stuff on their own.
So big.
Hercules.
Say what you will, but we had to watch Hook grow up, and that was not comfortable.
No, that was not comfy at all. That was some awkward shit.
This one.
That's right. We're gonna jump on this one because this is a double header right here that we're talking about. Because we're gonna have, of course, I'm assuming it has to be the 0 hour, or I don't know. Did they mention they're gonna be the 0 hour for?
I don't think it'll be 0 hour.
So
I think it's on the actual pay-per-view. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Velvet and Sky Blue. Is that on 0 hour?
Oh, that happened tonight. That happened tonight. Sky Blue won, so she moves on, and Red Velvet's done.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
Stat
so now,
versus Julia versus Sky Blue.
Okay. So there we go. So now we got that out of the way.
So it'll be this. So Sky Blue's gonna be the ping pong getting slapped around by both of them. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that as the rookie there, that's pretty much gonna be her job. I think she's gonna be the one who takes the pin. And I'm gonna say it, gentlemen. I feel like this could be a Julia Hart night.
Oh, please. Yes.
I'm picking underdogs this night.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, hold up. I'm going to agree with him, but there's a different reason for this. Have you noticed?
I'll take it.
I thought I was going to be the only one, so let me jump in real quick. Let me just add to your point.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that ever since Julia Hart misted Sky Blue, there's been this weird thing between them? Like Sky Blue's got a little darker, obviously, the eye makeup. She tried the mist. She tried. But there's been this weird thing where like they stare at each other and then there's just kind of this weird vibe. Imagine if Sky Blue helps Julia take the title from Statlander.
I don't know if I'm ready for Black and Blue.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna go from the House of Black to the House of Bruise.
I mean,
but imagine let's say Julia tries to miss Statlander, she ducks, and when she gets back up, Sky Blue missed the shit out of her. Julia just rolls her up and takes the title.
Isn't that how Julia turned evil, so to speak?
Exactly. It's like a full circle thing. Okay. Julia caught it, then she went dark. Everybody that's caught it has gone dark, except for, even Penta turned into Penta Dark for a while there with the shovel and the grave and all that shit after he got misted. But he's already kind of evil, like always.
Oh, no. The story is in Lucha Underground. Remember, he was the evil brother. Phoenix was the good brother.
Phoenix was the good guy, and Penta was the dark evil, the dark evil minion of Vampiro. I loved it.
And Penta kept convincing Phoenix to do bad things.
Yeah. He was the bad influence. It was great, y'all. If you never watched it, watch it. It's amazing.
So I'm sticking with Julia Hart on this one because I think honestly, I don't know if she's ready for it, but I think putting it on her right now is a good time. And I think she's got enough of a support system that I think, and honestly, she's got her gimmick down to the point where being the championship would be great.
Yeah. And
Brian,
honestly,
what's going on, Brian?
Oh, no, my compliments to the chef. Respectfully, always. But it's nothing against Statlander. She's been a great champ ever since she knocked Jade off and sent her to sort of WWE. We kind of hear about her, we kind of see her. She isn't really doing anything, but I mean, it's been a good run. She's had a lot of defenses. She's had a lot of great matches. Why not shake things up a little bit? Have one of her supposed, friends switch sides, kind of give you that new Julia moment where she, turns dark and they start running together and she helps Julia maintain that title for a bit.
See, you're better than me. I actually have not enjoyed her run, Chris Statlander's run.
Okay.
She had a couple of bright moments, like when she was actually benching Renee. That was great. But truth be told, she hasn't had enough of a rivalry. And she hasn't actually had any real beef with anyone other than Julia. And I kind of feel like as a champ, she hasn't actually spotlighted the women's TBS championship as much as I believe Julia will. I mean, I think she's been a great champion to hold it.
I mean, honestly, real talk, she hasn't really put the spotlight on the TBS championship the way Jade did, but that's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, yeah. I think Julia Hart has a better chance of doing it because she's got a good enough, where her presence is enough that just showing up with a belt will freak people out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the only, like I said, and it's nothing against Chris Statlander. I think she has been great. She's always great.
Yeah. She's great. But the thing is, for me, it's just they don't, like I said, I think even, Saturday was mentioned too, even a week prior, Top Rope, Dom, Wendy, and Bruce mentioned it. They're this women, especially for this TBS championship. And that's where, where's it going with it? It's like, okay, you give it a Statlander, you give her moment, right? Okay, so what's after that? There was a shit.
How come the TBS championship is no longer on TBS? Ain't that
that's what I'm saying? What the hell?
I mean, tell the truth, the TBS championship really is the freckle-faced stepchild of the AEW championships.
Yes. Somebody's a mark and it keeps doing this type of shit. And I'm tired of it.
I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Bullshit, Tony Khan. I'm tired of this shit.
You bullshit.
You need to start putting your women right. You've been vouching for this for versus day one of this promotion started. Damn it, Jesus! I thought we were gonna have that, but we were not having it. But I'll give you one thing. Julia Hart's gonna win this one. She needs to win this belt.
We're unanimous. I thought I was gonna be the only one.
Nope.
No.
I mean, she has been amazing.
Moment. The last
she has been amazing. This turn, man.
Oh yeah.
This run has been. She's been amazing.
It's been damn good.
And Tony Khan, this is your wedding gift for her. She just got married, so they gonna give her the belt. Here you go.
Who's she married? Is she married someone in the business?
Yes. Fuck, I forgot his name. Sean Dean is a cap. No, not Sean Dean. Fuck, I forgot his name. See,
if his name was Sean Dean, I'd be worried.
I think you're right. The captain.
It's not the captain. It was fuck, I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot his name.
That's all right. No,
hang on, I'm looking it up.
Because I think it happened.
Just like a week ago, like a week and a half ago, it happened. I think
like recently happened. I'm just trying to.
But I feel like Julia should win this belt. I think it's time for her because right now.
Lee Johnson.
There you go, Lee Johnson. Yes, right.
The guy who was in the Nightmare Factory with Cody.
Yes,
all that.
Yes.
And we ain't seen him since.
Never seen
him. It was like he left for WWE with Cody, but didn't.
No, he went back to UK.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, I think so. I think he went back to the UK because honestly, there really wasn't much for him here.
I think you're thinking of Anthony Ogogo.
I don't think Anthony. Here's the thing.
I don't think Lee Johnson is British.
He's not. Well, no, I think he went to UK anyway because I think Anthony Ogogo. I don't even think he's wrestling anymore. Is he?
I don't think he is.
Oh yeah, he is.
Is he?
Wrestled. He wrestled All In. I think he did wrestle All In during the 0 hour. I think during the 0 hour. Oh no, he made an appearance. Sorry, there you go.
He made an appearance.
He made an appearance.
He did some talking at the pre-show, but
I mean, he came down the street with the table that was for the show. That's why I was so damn small for Big Show.
Make me spill my beer, man. What the hell?
He brought the punch and pie for catering. You know
exactly. But again, because like Lee, well, maybe.
Oh wait, they were in England. He brought the fish and chips. My bad.
That's right. Hey,
I forget where he is, but I think he's at an independent somewhere in the UK. I could be wrong, but I know he's back on the independent circuit.
Well, I'm happy for him. But good, congratulations to him and Julia Hart on the marriage. But I think this is a wedding gift for her. Tony Khan, you better give her that belt. You better give her that damn belt, like here.
Right.
And I feel that's gonna. I might get shitted on this from people who are listening and watching, but I feel this is gonna give at least that push that for the House of Black kind of needs, because they're not really doing much of them either. I don't know if it's personal stuff that everybody's taking their time off. Maybe
I know. They got Kings of the Black Throne in that 4-way match for the tag title.
We're gonna get into that.
By the way, I was wrong. Lee Johnson is still signed with AEW.
Yeah, It feels like he left for WWE with Cody, but he didn't.
Well, now we know. So there we go. And speaking
no
of
one's half the battle.
Speaking of that 4-way, here it is, that fatal 4-way for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Of course, we're gonna have Ricky Starks, Big Bill defending those titles, which I don't know why the fuck they still give them to them, but that's another topic for another day. Versus, of course, House of Black, FTR, o Les Ingobernables. Les Ingobernables, baby. Even though Tranquilo. Oh wait,
Dom, I'm gonna let you take this one, brother.
Hold on.
Hang on, Ivan's got a clip.
Tranquilo.
Yes.
Naito, that's right, baby.
The man.
My favorite faction of all time. Ingobernables is my favorite faction of all time. I could, I could do an episode of just talking the history with Bakley on this one. We'll do it one day, but that's a long.
One of these days it's gonna happen.
One of these days it's gonna happen. But yes,
Lieutenant Dan,
the man of 1,000 words and 1,000 mindset that he does have. But this match right here,
dirt sheets.
He does. That's why he's called the dirt sheet for a reason. But this match up here, I still don't understand why they took FTR away from the belts. I don't get it, but I guess we found out later on because of the injury, I guess, from Dax. And then, of course, we found out he had, I think, a mini surgery. I don't know what exactly specific details. You might want to ask Uncle Seltzer and piece of shit Brian Alvarez. I'll tell you more details because we're opinionators.
Ask this.
Yeah, we're opinionators. We're not those pieces of shit. And I'll see them there on Saturday. I know I'm going to see you there, Brian Alvarez. And when I see you there, I'm going to say hi to you like this way. I'm going to be like, here, hi, this way. And you know who I am.
Guns up, okay, Alvarez.
Yes,
I mean,
and you know who I am, Alvarez, because you fucking saw my fucking. I saw it. So the hell with you. You know it. Yeah, he's an asshole. He's never liked him. He thinks he's whatever.
Mad devious brother.
I digress. What Alvarez said.
So who we got, gentlemen?
Well, this one here we go, man. Look, this is what I got. I'll pick one right here.
What you got, sir? What you got for us?
Because as much as I want the House of Black to win this one, I do. But the thing is that you just came randomly. And out of nowhere, I should get a clip one of that. But
out of nowhere.
But it just I don't see that. There's no build to it. This is the issue with this matchup. There really wasn't a story, build to this very quick. It was just booked automatically. All of a sudden, they were in the crowd on Collision, and they're over here. And, we see Rush and Tralistico, and we're seeing them, what the fuck? What's going on over here? Are they faces or heels or what the fuck? It's just a whole mixed up. It's that now everybody wants this belt. So I guess you can put it at that point that everybody wants these tag team belts. But now, does it fit with Ricky Starks and Big Bill to have these belts? Not really, because it's like, where do you go? Are we seeing it ever? At all? I mean, are we seeing this is another version of fucking Shawn Michaels Diesel fucking back in generation era, like going to that direction. That's what it seems like to me.
I mean, that would be cool.
It would be, but it just, I don't see. Maybe FTR probably will retain on this. So as much as I would have mind FTR winning.
Now remember, the champs are down here in the other corner.
I know. We're regaining those titles, but man, this is a tough one. To me, I think they're gonna retain. I hate to say it. I think Ricky Starks and Big Bill are gonna escape with this one.
Okay.
Somehow they're gonna escape from this one. But I will be shocked if they lose these belts to either Los Ingobernables or to the House of Black. But I already expect FTR to win it back. If they did, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm like, Decide to come. Yes, whatever. This is me.
Notorious.
I mean, I'll be honest. I was gonna immediately say I think the chances of retaining in this match are like slim and none, and Slim just went on a coffee break. Like you look at these three teams that Ricky and Big Bill are facing, and they are dominant, well-established, well-decorated tag teams, and yes, Big Bill is big. It's in his fucking name. That's how you know. But you know what? So is Brody King, y'all. Brody King's a big motherfucker too.
He got some size on him. I give him that.
Roosh ain't no small man either.
No.
So you know, it's not like you could even say, oh, you know, Big Bill's got a size advantage that'll help him. Not really. You know, and you know they've really become cohesive as a tag team. Really, as cohesive as these other three who have been doing it together for fucking years. So, if I had to pick one of those three to take the titles, man, it's tough because I love all three teams. I really do. Like Jesus, don't make me choose. But if I have to, if you put a gun to my head and say pick one, I'm going with the Kings of the Black Throne. I think they're going to do it. They've already been trios champs together, and
That's
talk
right.
about. God, man, the Kings of the Black Throne have almost been together as long as FTR, for fuck's sake. They've just been together in promotions out by Ivan's place, so most people didn't know that.
That's true.
But it doesn't make it any less true. So, and if you want to get technical, Kings of the Black Throne got backup too if they need it.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as Buddy can pull himself away from Rhea Ripley, which I know is hard. It's gotta be. It's gotta be hard. If it were me, I'm not showing up to Dynamite either. I'm like, nah, Rhea's over here. I'm out. Respectfully.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My first question when I meet him, what's Rhea smell like?
Right?
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
So I'm gonna be a dark horse in this one.
Okay.
I think they retain.
Wow.
So here's the thing. FTR does not need a belt. They are theoretically, after the Dudley Boys, they might be one of the most decorated tag teams of this time, of this generation.
It's like them, Dudley's New Day, end of life.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
In modern day wrestling, yeah.
Los Ingobernables, honestly, they have not been in AEW long enough or worked in AEW long enough to actually really be. I mean, you could theoretically make an argument that they. I understand. I would like them to get the belt. The problem is that
I'm holding myself back.
In other places, they are amazing. However, in AEW, they have been underrepresented, undervisualized.
Damn you, Pepsi Phil. Why would you say that?
A little bit, as much as it pains
I
me
have to
say.
do this. I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I have to play this shit.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Say that, damn it.
I mean, in the immortal words of the Falcon, he's out of line, but he's not wrong.
I know. He's not. It's just
because truth be told,
because he's not fucking upright. Damn
truth
it.
be told, Los Ingobernables is long past due to get those belts, but because they haven't have enough visuals,
because they don't book them. That's the problem.
That's the thing.
They were doing all these. They were doing all these Lucha Underground vignettes on Collision,
exactly.
And then they just brought it back in, which is great. But I think it's going to take a little time for them to, Get established. I know people were cheering for Roosh on Saturday, and I was feeling that.
The thing is though, people love both of them, but it's just like they need to be seen more. And I mean, I wouldn't be upset if they won, but truth. And here's the part that hurts my heart. I love the House of Black and the Kings of the Black Throne. In my heart, I would like to pick them to win, but unfortunately, I can't remember that trios championship run they had.
Which was so good though.
They beat
the Elite.
They beat the Elite, but they didn't do anything after that. They weren't running. I mean, they had this moment where they were like,
they had their own style of matches with lighting and everything.
Exactly. I mean, granted, they were running around beating the crap out of each other out of people for no reason, which I always enjoy.
That was fun. That
was fun to watch. But the problem is, I don't feel like they did anything for the trios title. And as much as it pains me giving them the tag belts, I don't think they'll do anything with that as well. So honestly, it's probably better. It's probably better leave it with Big Bill and Ricky.
Fuck yes. Fuck that.
And I hate to say it, but
on a small sidebar, how the hell did they not bring these two back when Andrade was feuding with the House of Black?
That's my point.
That's what I mean. How did they not bring them back in after like they stole Andrade's mask and there were 3 of them and 1 of him? How did they not bring the other 2 back and reform the clique?
That's exactly the problem I had with that group. They weren't, like, to Ivan's point, they weren't booked well. They weren't brought in when they were supposed to be. I mean, Andrade's getting the crap kicked out of him. And who they going to call Ric Flair? I mean, come on now.
Oh no! Well, remember, Ric Flair just doesn't want to manage, his son-in-law. So I mean,
we heard Laredo Kid is available. You want to team up with him? Like, man, put Lesnar Cornell back together.
I think they retain because, like, and honestly, if I'm leaning towards anybody else winning, it's going to be towards House of Black. Truth be told, but honestly, I think Ricky Stark and Big Bill retain because. At this point, it's a safe call. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like Ricky and Bill haven't making any headway with the tag team championships themselves.
Have they been on TV with those belts?
Yeah, no, that's the problem.
Like Collision, yes, but I don't think they've showed up to Dynamite one time since they won.
Exactly. So I mean, if I had to choose, I think they retain. If I had to really choose, if I had to make a wish. I'd like it to be House of Black because I think having them do almost a clean sweep at full gear.
That's what I'm saying.
Would be
imagine that following Wednesday where you got all of them standing there with titles and shit.
Exactly. That would be glorious to see.
Besides, we all know the house always wins.
Exactly.
God, so I wish I could play that song. Glorious. I wish I could have this. WWE will fucking kill me if I play that.
I'm still, like I said, but
even though they don't even fucking play it.
I know, but at least Gargano and Ciampa bringing it back on fucking on.
What was it glorious
Instagram and shit?
Was the glorious bomb?
Yeah, it's the glorious bomb. They're bringing that shit back. I love it.
But yeah, so I'm still voting that they retain. Don't get me wrong, they are not the most dynamic tag team, and I think Diesel Shawn might be the best description for him. But even then, that's a high bar. The high bar, both of them ain't really reaching.
Let's just be real here, though. They're like great value Diesel and Shawn.
I mean, great value Diesel. Not the actual.
Like if you got some off-brand figures in a case that said the Heartbreaker and the tractor trailer, these guys would be in that pack.
Exactly. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but they're all good workers. They're all great wrestlers. But none of them break it like.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But being a great value HBK makes you a damn good wrestler.
I mean, you still better than most.
Better than most.
How many of us always want to be super kicked by Shawn Michaels after he tells you he loves you? Boom, all of us. So
better than CM Punk. That's why they still got a job.
I mean, he did have that ice cream though. I do love ice cream.
Fuck that ice cream.
I'm just saying my love
ice cream sucked.
My love can't be bought with ice cream.
You can't buy my affections with ice cream.
Mint chocolate.
There's gonna be something sitting in the driveway with a V8.
Oh my god!
Ice cream. Fuck out of here.
So that's
Do I look 5 to you?
Yeah, I think it'll work on you.
Yeah, man. Age is only a number, but our hearts are still.
I'm a grown ass man, though. You can't buy me with ice cream.
Man, if Dirty Dom can fall in love and only eat chicken strips, you can get some ice cream on you. All he eats is chicken strips.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Chicken strips or chicken tenders.
Hey, at least it's chicken.
It's chicken.
Chicken is delicious.
We'll see how this goes, man. But I mean,
who we got? Who?
So I mean, you and I agreed that Big Bill and Ricky are going to retain.
Yeah, I did.
And I say Kings of the Black Throne.
Yeah.
Is that an objective vote or is that a biased vote? Because you love the House of Black.
Did you see the title? It's a championship vote. It really is.
I love it. Oh,
shit.
This is how I win these titles. I go out on my own and I'm right.
I love it. It's fucking fantastic.
Okay, what we got there?
What we got next is, of course, the AEW International Championship matchup. Of course, Orange Cassidy defending the International Championship versus Jon Moxley. And man, I know we've been seeing this story. And of course, Moxley was not supposed to lose, but he got hurt, of course, and lost to Phoenix. And then, of course, Phoenix loses it to Orange. So we know where this direction is going with. I feel that this is where we're going to see now, Blackpool is going to go fucking straight faces. I think they are, and I think they should head in that direction. And because, they're proving themselves who they are. And I think this is where I feel Orange is going to win. He's going to win clean, no mess up at all. I don't see him going heel. I don't see him even try or any interference at all. This is the one that Orange needs clean, and then he'll be done with. I think they had to switch the story because I feel that Moxley, if he didn't get hurt, Moxley would have been the one who's the champion right now, and he would have been losing this belt to Orange.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's the opposite of it. And now we're seeing Orange now having that belt, and I think he's going to retain it, and he's going to beat Moxley finally that he's been wanted to have to beat Moxley clean. This is going to be a good matchup. And I feel like this is going to be the first, within the hour of heading in this pay-per-view event. So I feel like this is going to be the main event for the first hour. And I feel like this is going to deliver. I feel that Cassidy's going to put a hell of a performance, and we're going to see, the fire ants back in Shikara days come out of him and go really, really technical on this matchup because Moxley's going to beat the shit out of him in the first 5-6 minutes. This match, I think, is going to go 15. I feel that it's going to go 17 the most. I know I'm jumping the gun on that, but I feel this is going to happen. But I choose Orange retaining, and he finally gets the win over Moxley, and Moxley will finally shake his hand. Good job, kid. You beat me clean. We're good. And Moxley could do anything else, and whatever they have plans. Maybe they go right now. Well, we're now with Brian out of the picture. They could go after those trios belts. They could do that. Against Gates of Agony. Maybe they could go after that. Who knows? There's a lot of things that they could do with Combat Club. It just right now with this one is more like let's end the story here. Full gear, no pun intended, full gear. But this is going to be a full gear matchup, and I feel that Orange is going to really show everybody who he really is instead of we're going to see the real Orange here, baby. But I think Orange Cassidy retains. That is for sure. Notorious one. Who do you got, Papi Chulo? Who do you got in this one?
I mean, Dynamite was very damning for Freshly Squeezed. I mean, it was. There was a moment at the end of the match where Orange Cassidy just hits Moxley with the orange punch clean. And Moxley doesn't even flinch and then kicks his fucking head off. and talked a ton of shit afterwards while Cassidy was sitting on the ground outside the ring against the security wall, and he was just looking at his fist like, how the fuck I hit him, right? Like, how the hell I didn't do the hands in my pockets or the thing. Like, that was a clean shot, and he didn't move. But I think they're doing that to kind of stack the deck against Orange Cassidy, because it doesn't matter if he has that title, they have stacked the deck against him constantly. They throw opponents at him constantly, 20 at one time. They've done all this shit to try and derail him, dethrone him, and outside of one match, he rose to the occasion. I think he'll rise to the occasion here too, and finally get that win over Jon Moxley, and solidify, like, okay, I'm officially the champ again now. Like, even he said it didn't feel right the way I got the belt back. Like, I've got it, but it doesn't feel the same. So that's going to be the story. Now he can feel like the champion he once was after all this adversity. Because JD says Cody is the king of adversity. I'd argue that it's Orange Cassidy.
I like that. Hey, debate center. We're gonna have that for sure. Hell yeah!
Debate of the week. JD, get on here.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
I mean, you can say Cody this, that, but they throw sometimes 2-3 matches at Orange Cassidy in one night in title defenses, and he's just like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Let me get it out the backpack again. Hang on. That man has been through some shit. 31 title defenses, and now a couple of them since he got it back. That man has been through some shit and come out the other side of it.
Love it. I fucking love it. Pepsi Phil, who do you got on this one, my brother?
Orange Cassidy. Truth be told,
where's the broom?
The thing with Orange Cassidy is he has raised the profile of that belt to being a quote unquote, and I mean we all made fun of it, called it. One is called the
Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, we actually called it IC belt. Truth be told, and if nothing else, Orange Cassidy has raised the profile. You know how they always say it's the wrestler that makes the belt, not the other way around. Orange Cassidy is a perfect example of it. He's got the low keys. Yeah, he got the most low key gimmick, but for some reason, all the fact that he has, like you said, 31 matches that he be squeaking by, where one of them was a battle royal, the other one was a 4-man. Was a
four-way matches, 5-way matches, triple threats. You know, I'm amazed they didn't stick his ass in an elimination chamber and just say, fuck copyrights. We don't give a shit. Get in there, freshly squeezed.
And every time he's in that match, he shows out and looks amazing. Here's the thing with Moxley. He's John fucking Moxley. He don't need no belt. What do you need a belt for? Is that belt going to be improved with John Moxley? No.
Probably not.
I mean, honestly, that literally is the equivalent of him just buying some Air Force Ones.
I mean, honestly,
my Air Force One. Sorry, I got it.
Truth be told,
in my Air
Force One.
Give me 2 per. I need 2 per.
But honestly, he's like.
I mean, honestly,
he's legend level at this point.
Is it just me? Is it just me, or does it feel like this title is kind of beneath Jon Moxley?
I think that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not just me. All right, sometimes I wonder because psycho. But
I mean, if they just doesn't run the shot because they want to take him, they're not putting him in a championship picture. Truth be told, this is not the belt. This is not like we'll use WWE.
I mean, I got it at first. Like, if there was going to be anybody to take Cassidy down after this amazing run, it was going to have to be a thoroughbred.
Yeah.
And honestly, Moxley might have been the only guy on the roster he hadn't fucking fought yet.
Facts.
So I get why they did it, but I don't think he needs to get it back.
Truth be told, if he loses the belt, I'll pick Brian. I pick Brian to take.
I
don't really want to see that happen now.
I know no one wants to see it happen, but truth be told, it's him or Claudio.
I think honestly, Brian should be more focused on the TNT, and let this title be more developed to
Well, at the moment, he's focused on that tournament they just came up with.
Yeah,
the Continental, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever the hell it's called, which is fine.
The AEW tournament.
You mean the
I'd rather
the not G1 Classic?
Yes, the Not Bound for Glory series. Yes,
exactly.
Which was the not G1 tournament.
Yes, exactly.
It's the secondhand Not Bound for Glory series.
I'd rather have this belt be more focused on. Jesus, I'm trying to get myself.
I didn't even know I was gonna say that, folks.
Oh my god!
I got him. I'll be here all night.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I agree with you. I think like I said, are we saying the international belt is a mid-card belt?
I feel like
I think it's beneath a guy who's won every goddamn title there is to win. You know, like think about it. How many titles has Orange Cassidy won? That one. How many titles has John Moxley won? A lot fucking more.
Exactly. I feel like this title is more like, just let it be more focused on the younger talent to get built up and have their development more. Because keep in mind that was the other belt that was introduced.
It's like saying maybe Gunther is the mid-card champion, but at the same time, the Intercontinental belt was always the best worker in the company.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's what you're saying.
And so I've been comparing those two in their reigns for, well, probably since I came to this fucking network. and I feel the same way about Orange Cassidy. It's like you can say whatever you want about the shtick and the thumbs and the jackets and the hands in the pockets, whatever, but the man works.
He does 100%.
The man works week in, week out.
Is that produces
and he's working behind the scenes when he's not defending the title every fucking show.
I mean, honestly, every time I see him, I'm going, how much? I'll still think the same thing. How much money you paying Kinesio Tape? Because every time you see that poor man, he got
sponsor that motherfucker, man.
He got like 15 rolls on his back.
Here comes the international champion, and this match is brought to you by Kinesio Tape.
So you do make some real good points, yeah. So I mean, it is beneath John Moxley, but if it's going to the best worker, is it the most prolific worker or just the guy who works who works well in the ring?
When it comes to that, it's all the above. The fact because they both do, and keep in mind you mentioned earlier about Moxley being
So that's
when you see it, like when you see Gunther, you think, man, that guy's got that belt for so long, made history because he works. So Orange Cassidy with his saga of title defenses, that man worked. Then you see Logan Paul, and that motherfucker is lucky to be a mid-card champion. Yeah. Do you see the difference here, boys and girls? Do you see the difference?
So here's the thing. Here's the other reason why I don't want it to be Moxley. As much as I love Moxley, I don't need blood in every single match and every single title defense.
But we didn't get blood when their title defense.
Cassidy bled last time they fought.
Bled. Moxley did.
Well, here's the thing though with Orange
juiced that orange, man. That boy was a.
But here's the thing with Orange Cassidy. He has legitimately, I know they're bloodless, but they're well worked out, excellent matches where it's just like we get to see great wrestling, even no matter what it looks like. With Moxley, I'm like, I guess the fork's coming out soon.
Any minute now, he's gonna pop that blade. I just know it.
Now don't get
we hit the ring post. Here comes the blood.
Now don't get me wrong. I always love watching him work, but I don't know if this is
Kota Ibushi lightly tapped him with a fucking metal
steel work.
Steel bar, whatever the fuck he had. I can't remember the name.
It still worked. But here's the thing though. I mean, if it's going to be if it's going to be like the mid card, I'll say mid card. We'll just say like the working man's title. I just don't think the person who wins it needs to be bloody every single time they defend it.
No, I think the guy that holds that belt, you should think like, man, he's on the way up. Like once he's done with this, he'll be a world champion, kind of like the Intercontinental belt was to WWE for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at Gunther, you get that feeling too.
Yeah,
and I feel like Orange Cassidy, once he finally does drop this title and he's done with it, he will move on and get into the world title picture.
Yes.
they talk about these pillars. They talk about, you know, we had a pillar match.
Mm-hmm.
Orange Cassidy is a pillar of AEW, whether you like it or not, whether you admit it or not, whether they say it or not.
I mean, day one, I will free him at day one. He still does it. And don't get me wrong, the first match he had against Pac, I was so pissed. I was
same.
Yeah.
I know.
The problem is about a couple of months after, I'm going, this cat might know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, tag belt with some. I mean, granted, it's a kinesio tape covered tag, kinesio tape belt, but it still counts. So can we all agree that we would like Orange Cassidy to keep this belt?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like yes, yeah, because like I said, this is going to be something that he has. You know, he's gonna finish where he left off, building that belt, building it where it needs to be. And where he's going to give it to whoever it deserves to have that next title ring. We don't know who's going to be as of yet. A lot of people already come in conclusion it could be Hook, could be the next guy. Maybe so, but I feel like he's not ready. I think he needs more time. He needs more TV time and more matches. I get it that he has a similar gimmick as fucking Orange, quiet guy, eats chips and whatever. We get that point, but you're good in the ring like your father. But you're not like your father. You're your own. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still going to take me some time to get it invested on Hook. Another person I could mention in this one, in that mid-card level, could be, why the hell not? Ethan Page. Give him the fucking belt.
It's about it would not hurt him. It wouldn't hurt him. It's not
rather Ethan Page could be with a vacated TV title. He could be going after that, or he could go for this one. Doesn't matter. I think it's time for him to get that build up. And another one that was kind of helping that build up kind of stuff, but mid card titles like Sammy Guevara, he kind of helped develop as much as the TNT. But the only drastic part about it is the way how they booked it. Because they made him keep winning and losing it and winning and losing it and losing it and winning it. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like in Scorpio.
There's like 19 3-time TNT champions.
Yeah, it's like,
what belt's been around 4 years? What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't even mind if a guy like I know he came back a while ago. I don't know exactly where he's been, but if Scorpio Sky came in, like took it from Orange Cassidy, I'd be okay with that. I mean, he was having a hell of a TNT title run until he got hurt.
This a wild card one. I'll be happy if Swerve takes it.
That's fine too.
See, I
wouldn't mind that.
I want Swerve. I want Swerve to take the damn world title.
I know, but Swerve got to work.
Fuck that other belt shit. You need to go after a world title. I don't care if it's MJF. I don't care if it's Eddie Kingston. You take the ROH title from him. I don't give a fuck which one.
But
it's got to be one of them.
I get you, but this is what he needs, Notorious. He needs to have that taste of holding a belt, even if it's a mid-card title, to get an understanding of it. Because the fear that I have is that Tony Khan is going to fucking probably book him wrong if he gives him that belt. He has done that a lot. He has fucking done that a lot. Tony Khan always books up people's title rings wrong.
Look at Tony Stone's first championship run.
Exactly. So
Swerve was... The thing about it, Swerve was so hot coming out of Wrestle Dream, and then he immediately loses his TNT title match, and it just felt like, what are we doing?
Well, that's the best.
You had Kenny and Jericho and Adam Copeland like singing this man's praises after Wrestle Dream, and then you lose your title.
That's the thing, though. The problem is after you lose that Wrestle Dream, they really didn't book him for anything else after the fact. But I think this right here is a good parallel for him. He can still get a great push being an international championship, beating Orange Cassidy, and it does not have to be clean. Beating Orange Cassidy gets him the heat he wants, and he can build up. And Swerve already said he looking for championships, so he'll take whatever he can get. Yeah. But honestly, it's a good parallel, or at least a peripheral move from losing that Wrestle Dream, but being able to get a belt, he beat Adam Page. So having Swerve take it wouldn't be a bad call.
I think we should stop talking about Swerve till we talk about Swerve. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get there.
Swerve is coming up, isn't he?
We're getting there. We got to put a pin in that shit.
Yeah, so I'm good with
because this.
Respectfully, Tony Storm versus, of
Respectfully
course,
to both of them. God damn.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Hikaru Shida, of course, defending the AEW Women's
Poor
Championship.
Shida, she can't even afford a full pair of pants, and I love her for it. Respectfully.
She can afford a random orange.
Oh yeah, because she could. Yes, that's really shit. Respectfully, okay. You know we're TDMA, but respectfully, we all got
okay. All right, boys.
Respectfully mature.
Okay, roll the dice. Who y'all got?
Oh, but look, I'm gonna say this right away, and I think, and I said it on Saturday too when we on Top Rope. It just said this should have been Saraya and Tony Storm, and Tony Storm should have been the one dethroning Saraya from the belt. I don't know what was the cause or what's the reason that really happened. Like I said, to all Shida fans, not disrespecting Shida fully at all. I know that people are going to be like, why? What the fuck? Why would I get it? 200th anniversary. You want to give her this belt, make her 3-time, whatever. That's fine. It is what it is. Her losing this belt here, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind Tony Storm winning it because from here, you can start the story here with her and then having Mariah be the one not going after it, but also just being like her Mickey James, like, you know, Dom brought it up on Saturday, like the Mickey James.
Oh, it's such a parallel. Like when you saw Mickey James come in and she was obsessed with Trish Stratus and Trish wouldn't give her the time of day. That is this all over again between Mariah May and Tony Storm, especially after tonight.
Exactly.
I got
so and book this and then have Saraya and then Ruby Soho's there going after them because that's how you start the story, having them going at being women's tag match, you could say, right? Starts a revolution. Then from there, then you can see Mariah finally looking at the belt. I kind of want that belt. Oh my God, I want to touch it. And you see Tony, so don't touch my belt. And you see Luther coming here, like, swiping it off, and that's how you can start the story. See, Tony, call us. You can book us. We can be your writers right here. We can do that for you.
I got a little bit of hot take. I
got a lot of ideas. Most of them suck, but I got a lot of ideas.
Exactly. This could be the way how to build that, Like I said, I know it's gonna suck that people been like, well, every time she doesn't have a short reign. Well, it's just that people are not invested. It by digressing, book these women right and invest them for us to get intrigued.
All right.
You don't see at this point though, Divas, brother. This is where you and I we don't disagree, but we disagree because here's the thing: the way they've played this story out feels like this is the way they were going to go in the first place. They were going to give Saraya the moment it all in front of all those people that everybody wanted in front of her family. And then they were going to give Shida the belt back and Tony was going to break over it. And the reason why is the reason that she already brought up when they had their sit-down interview. Like, I lost my title to you and I thought, okay, I can make history. I could be a 3-time champion and then you happened again. So Tony is more obsessed with Shida than Mariah is obsessed with fucking Tony.
Okay. I got a different hot take.
Well, why don't you get it in and then we'll make our picks?
Okay. I think Tony is more fun when she does not have a belt. I think Psycho Tony Storm. I'm sorry, Timeless Tony Storm.
I was gonna say I'm the Psycho. She's
For her, it is way more entertaining seeing her chase after it in an unhinged manner, with Hikaru Shida playing the straight man in this situation, where Hikaru Shida's like, I'm just living my best life. Why is this crazy woman coming after me, throwing a shoe at me for no damn reason?
And sticking her tits up. What is that?
Exactly. So it's not that I think Hikaru Shida shouldn't have the belt, but you got two literally diametrically opposite people on the coin. Where Hikaru Shida's smooth, hinged, sane.
But that's what you need, though.
And that's what you need, crazy. But
you need like the good, clean-cut baby face going against the unhinged, obsessed heel. And that's exactly what we got. If Saraya, it's like, who's the heel?
But here's the problem.
Was already heel. Tony punched her mama, so who's the heel?
Well, here's the thing. If you give the belt to Tony, the unhinged heel part pretty much goes away because she has no one to chase.
Yeah, because then she kind of becomes a diva, and that's where Bruce's theory kicked in. See, he wanted Tony to win, but then he wanted Lacey Evans to join her in this timeless thing as the Southern Belle, like her be the reason they won. Now they're just these dramatic fucking divas running around in black and white behind the scenes.
I mean,
I like it, but I don't know if I like it as much as what you're coming up with.
Honestly, Tony still stays.
I'm just being real.
Tony still stays unhinged, still does them vignettes, still chasing. And here's the thing, though: when she loses, the level of crazy she'll probably drop on everyone will be amazing.
It'll be atomic.
Yeah, and then
it'll be worse than like Laurel Van Ness back in Impact.
And then you have May coming in, who's like pretty much being like a little sycophant, trying to make her feel better, and Tony would just treat her like crap.
I just hope Mariah doesn't end up.
The point. The point.
I hope Mariah doesn't end up doing the Tony. I just hope Mariah doesn't end up doing a Tony what Mickey did to Trish back in the day.
That's what I'm afraid that we're heading that direction, though. I feel like we are gonna head in that fucking direction.
If you know, you know. I've seen it.
It was. I mean, it was a little creepy, but
it was a little weird. It was a little hot.
I mean, you can do some stuff with it, but but like you said, I think honestly, Hikaru Shida's. I think she's a good. I think I enjoy her as champion. And from an international perspective, her having the belt is amazing.
Of course.
And honestly, I think it's a really great run for her. I mean, I know right now because of and this is not a language barrier issue, but she does better promos in Japan than she does here. That's just like I said.
Well, naturally,
yeah. But even then, when she does show out, I guess and again, Ivan, this goes back to your theory. Booking a champion, you need to do it a goddamn right way, which Tony Storm don't do. I mean, Tony Khan don't do. But Hikaru Shida as the Japanese champion, I don't know why they don't run the Yokozuna playbook with her.
Ooh, wait, what? Wait a minute.
You want to have a manager throwing salt in people's faces and shit?
R.I.P. Fuji, but man, we gotta look for Fuji tonight
and Yoko.
But here's the thing, though, with Yokozuna, it was like Yokozuna was just a phenomenon. Came out, whooped that ass.
He was fucking Samoan. He wasn't even Japanese, for God's sake.
Man, that's
took me forever to figure that out too.
That's where my trust issues came from. That's where all my trust issues came from. That Razor, all of a sudden, the Undertaker and Kane ain't brothers. What? Don't lie to me.
Immediately, I knew Vince McMahon was full of shit when I learned about Yokozuna.
Exactly.
Because he likes to do this.
We make movies.
Bullshit, Vince McMahon.
But here's the thing, though. Sheeta's got that point where Sheeta doesn't need to talk. She can literally come out, beat the crap out of someone with a kendo stick,
and just leave.
And then honestly just do backstage segments about people talking about, I'm coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all she like the Yokozuna playbook.
Okay, unless you have Riho come back and be on her side and be on her.
We don't speak of Riho in this part of the nation.
I love Riho. All right? I love Riho, but I'm just saying
you're alone on that one.
Like I don't know.
You would have said Emi Sakura out of him all with it.
Well, even
all I'm saying is
student reunited.
But Phil, I get your point. I get it. It's just that my thing is book her right to do this.
Yeah,
that's my thing. Have me because you need to have us invested on this shit because I feel like I would say at least 55% out of 100 people are invested on it because why? Because they watch Stardom and they watch other Tokyo Pro. They watch all that shit. Yeah, but you just have me invested in this woman. Tell me why she's the champion. Give me a reason to care for her.
Because the reason Toni Storm is not a champion is because she gets to be a crazy bitch on TV and it's glorious.
And
that's the reason.
And we love it. But here's the thing, though. I know it's not a competition.
I love it.
So here's the thing, though. I know it's not a competition, but if we look over at the other company, they just brought back and formed basically, aside from two people, basically formed an entire Asian faction from Japan. Literally,
and
you got
great, by the way.
They did it first.
And
They could have done it here. They have
Exactly.
all the talent. They could have done it here.
But here's the thing, though. With her, you don't. I mean, honestly, let's face it. As champion, she doesn't really need a faction.
Okay,
I mean,
then how about this? Then have her fucking turn heel.
Yeah,
then get me invested. Have Sheeta turn heel.
Honestly,
and get me invested.
Honestly, I think Sheeta will hold that belt until Jamie Hayter comes back.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that.
I think that's what we're waiting for.
Okay.
You know, Tony can carry this by this whole amazing gimmick that she's brought out and all these segments and being the new Sammy Guevara for picture in picture.
Mm-hmm.
But Sheeta's gonna hold this belt and she's gonna continue to hold it till whenever Jamie Hayter decides to come the fuck back.
Exactly. I think so too.
I think
and it's not anything against Sheeta. It's just one of those.
And to the people complaining, like, oh, Sheeta short range. Sheeta was the longest reigning women's champion in their history
during a pandemic.
Okay. And she's won the belt 2 more times, which is something Drew McIntyre can't even say.
Mm-hmm.
So don't come at me with she had a short reign. I don't even think this one's over yet.
And honestly, like I said, I'm enjoying this run because honestly, her entire shtick is she just comes out and beat up people.
Yeah.
But I think,
she just walks out, looks hot, whips ass, and then walks away. I'm with that.
My last thing on this, I feel like unless we're gonna have fucking Thunder Rosa make her appearance right after, and then we get the story developed there for Sheeta. So maybe that. Maybe, to remind you, we're gonna be in California, Los Angeles, baby, and Latino here, la raza, the locos.
No. I was sitting here thinking, is Thunder Rosa still a thing there? Like she still goes?
She's a Spanish commentator for the Spanish.
She's still training. Yeah, she's still training.
Okay.
I don't know about the back.
I know she's still training, but as far as AEW, I was like, where the fuck is she?
I mean, she's doing it. She's at the Spanish announce table.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah,
I had no clue, guys.
Yeah, she was just here. She was just here like a couple of weeks ago doing the Republic of Lucha, Pentagons and Breakings. She was there as a host for the Halloween special. So she was there.
I mean, in her defense, she has mellowed out a little bit with the women in the back too.
Good.
She better because after that,
I'm pretty sure she fucking needed to. So that's good.
I mean, and don't forget, there's still Britt Baker out there too.
There is. I think Britt's home trying to help Adam. Adam!
She's to discuss here today. Adam! And Adam!
Don't forget, Britt's still a working dentist.
Adam!
Oh, Jesus.
Meanwhile, Adam's at the house with his fucked up foot, like, Britt! Get me a soda.
I mean, but here's the funny thing about. I mean, I love that couple. They've been around. They've been together.
No, they're amazing.
They've been together forever.
In and out of the ring, they're amazing.
So what do we got on this one? So
who we got?
Sheeta. I'm saying Sheeta.
I'm saying Sheeta as well.
Because of what I said before, and if I don't say Sheeta, my wife will hurt me when she sees it. So,
I guess we have to care about this one.
We have to, because it's like it's
kind of worth caring about.
It's 2 things on the line. You got either the breakup or their tag.
Where the Jets get a tag title shot from the Bucks.
Yeah, the Golden Jets, of course. Kenny, by God Omega.
For the record, this is the MJF. This is the MJF Adam Cole storyline. You are our best friend. Why are you hanging out with him?
The Goat, all right. The top rating of professional wrestling, Chris Jericho. That's right, the greatest Jericho of all time. The Goat proved himself tonight, and he proved himself, of course, on DDT. That's why he's a good.
Oh yeah.
At a point, age is only a number. That's why this man still got it. That's why he's
hell yes.
Hell yeah. Oh, hold on.
I'm kidding you right now.
Well, remind you that you also you're a producer here too.
I can hit these clips too. I keep forgetting, man. I'm not used to it.
This is going to be a matchup. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to turn out to be, because it could go in the direction of we could see the Young Bucks going full on heel moving forward here on this, or we could see even Jericho probably having him create his new faction along with the Elite. Maybe there's a lot of stories that could go different here on this matchup because we don't even know how this direction is going. Or
next thing you know, there'll be the Elite Golden Jets.
Yes, or the Golden Elite, like it could have gone that, or the Jets. No, that can't be the New York Jets, but it could be like the Golden Elite Jets. How you said
it could be Chrissy and the Jets.
It could be Chrissy.
They're already using an Elton John song on Collision. Why not Chrissy and the Jets?
Or Fozzy. Or Fozzy Bucks. They could go to Fozzy
and the
It could be the Elite JAS.
Oh no! Oh no! I have a question. When did the Young Bucks turn back into Generation Me? They're just whining and being all selfish and bitchy and moany. They're basically being everything that CM Punk said they were at that fucking scrum over a year and a half ago. And I'm like, why?
I think it's a little bit of a dig at him.
I can't fucking stand it. I really can't. We're interested in the broom closet because you're in our dressing room. I have my own dressing room, you fucking idiot.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of it. Get this Generation Max Buck bullshit out of my face. This ain't TNA.
I mean,
they didn't even have those beards back then, y'all. They couldn't even grow them.
I mean, keep in mind, I was also bothered by the fact that this past night they had velvet pants on.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Who do you got on this one in Pepsi?
Honestly, I'm picking. So here's the thing. It makes more sense for me if the Jets win and the Bucks turn full heel, even because they lost. That's the thing that freaks me because I think Kenny will still. I mean, here's the thing. I kind of equate Kenny the same with Rob Van Dam.
Does that mean Hangman Page is going to start drinking again?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because the Elite broke up.
Here's the thing with Kenny. I kind of
Hangman Page is drunk.
Yo, here's the problem with Kenny. He like Rob Van Dam. Remember when they tried to turn Rob Van Dam into a heel and everybody was like, "No, stop playing."
No, we fucking love him. You can't do that. You better find somebody else.
Exactly. He couldn't be a heel if he wanted to. That's the funny part. Kenny was a full-on heel, and we hated him. But we was just like, yeah, but he's still the greatest of all. He won the greatest.
Kenny's an asshole, but he's the greatest.
Exactly. So it was like he was still a good heel, but
he's a dick, but he's amazing.
You're sitting there going, but it's Kenny though. So
yeah, it's like he's a total dick, but he's still fucking Kenny
from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Kenny is, like I said, I think is great. If the Bucks turn villain, they villain goatees on already. I think, like I said, I think they're gonna lose. The Young Bucks will lose and turn heel and pretty much jump Kenny and Jericho.
There you go.
I'm with you.
Dragged on.
I'm with you on that. I got to go. Get ready, New York, because you're going to see the Jets win on a Saturday. It hasn't happened much this year, but it's going to happen in full gear. Okay.
Will the Jets play?
They're going to lose, that's for sure. Have you seen Zach Wilson? That man is trash.
That man has heart. That man has heart.
That man was picked 153 picks above your quarterback, and he's 153% worse.
I mean, it ain't like he playing for Dallas. Damn.
No, they actually have a decent quarterback.
I mean, they say that.
So
I mean, his quarterback's aware of gravity. I'll give him that.
I digress. I'm going to take the Golden Jets. I think it's going to play out exactly as Phil said. Like they're going to win. They're going to take the Bucks shot, and then the Bucks are just going to keep being bitches. That's going to be the way it goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I'm not disagreeing with both of you guys. I think it's going to be that direction. I think,
and, you know, in the forum, I think the crowd would be behind that, whether they turn heel or face.
Why the hell not? Shit,
like that's MJF's Long Island. You know, like they can do no wrong in the forum.
I mean, they cheated tonight.
They can super kick their own mama, and people are gonna be chanting "Young Bucks."
I mean, they cheated tonight, and people were just like, "It's all right."
whatever.
Exactly.
We didn't see it. We were trying to get a hot pretzel from the vendor over here. What happened?
The one thing I am hoping for this match to be is kind of like when, if you guys go back and people that are listening and watching, go back and look when it was the Young Bucks versus the Golden Lovers. When that happened, it's back in New Japan. Amazing, that happened, it was fucking amazing. They could do the same here because this is Jericho's experience heading in that direction. Okay, we keep in mind, of course, we know he's been in New Japan. We've seen him wrestle a strong style. But this is a whole mixture of a lot of things here. We have the strong style, mixture with the entertainment side, mixture with of course, European style, you could say, on this point. Lots
of super kicks.
A lot of that.
So here's the thing with Jericho. Jericho's a wild card. The reason I enjoy Jericho is, truth be told, out of all these dudes, Jericho has the most experience. So I feel like he's going to run this. He's going to be calling this match in the ring.
Jericho got more experience than all three of them put together.
There is.
Let's be real. Let's just put it out there. My man's been doing this since I hit puberty, and I'm an old guy.
I mean, like I said,
I would say yes when it comes to American style, because Omega has been for years.
He started in Japan, though.
Yeah, he was. Don't get me wrong. If they were doing a strong style match, that's Kenny and the Bucks trademark. But when it comes to running a match in America, ain't nobody.
America. Fuck yeah. Sorry, I had to do that.
And I don't mean America. I mean like North America, like in North America, because. But if it's in Canada or the U.S., Jericho's the one I want the ring general for this one.
I think it's gonna be good. I think this is gonna be a good, solid match.
Yeah. I think all of these will be great. But I'm curious to see what this will I'm curious to see what this will become, because I don't care so much about this match. I care about what happens after the match.
I was going to say that I'm more interested in what happens after the match than I am the actual. The match is going to be great. Once it's over, I want to see what happens.
I mean, that's one thing you can say about AEW. Most of the matches, like 99.99% of the matches, are all great. It's the post match stuff that you care about.
Yeah, so I guess we're all saying pretty much is that we're pretty much saying that Bucks might go heel on this full. They're gonna be the bitchy ones. Oh man, we fucking we're gonna see that. I think
it's not fair.
It's not fair. Oh my god, it should have been me. It should have been us.
It should have been me.
Maybe they hang out with Roderick Strong now.
Oh my god, no! Don't say that.
Adam, Kenny.
I'm just putting this out there. What if the devil is I'm just saying. What if the devil is Roderick Strong?
Oh, we'll get to there when we get to the main event. We'll save that. But another one that I feel like this is going to be a good main event, and I feel that this is going to be the slobber knocker of a hell of a matchup. The Texas Death Match here. Swerve Strickland. I wish I had a clip of Nana doing the dancing shit, versus Adam Hangman Page. And I just loved how, like I said it on Saturday Top Rope, and I've been saying it prior to that we're now seeing what I wanted to see from Swerve. And we're finally getting it. We
didn't get it tonight, but we got it going in.
Yeah, we didn't get it tonight.
We didn't say shit tonight.
We didn't say shit tonight. Well, we finally get that
aggression.
That's what we wanted from Swerve, because that's what keep it. Look, when he got signed, I'm not gonna go too long on this. I'm gonna just say when he got signed, they didn't shit. That's what I'm saying. Is that now we're gonna see where I'll give you. I don't want to use this similarity, but I would say it in a development style. I would say in that way. It's more like how we saw the build of Scorpio Sky before he won the TNT belt. More like that, for an example. Because it's right. Like we didn't expect Scorpio Sky to get booked that very, very good, and then we're seeing now Swerve. These are two indie guys that I've personally seen in person have done a lot of fucking great shit. That Tony Khan needs to fucking. This is why you need a writing team. This is why you need a fucking writing team for a reason. Stop being a mark and let these people. And whoever's doing this one.
You got legends in your locker room.
You got
Dustin
Hero.
Rhodes. You got Chris Hero. You got Ric Flair now. You got Double J. You got all these guys.
Oh,
Put them in a room and let them write this shit for you.
At least for him to give the final say. That's fine. That's good. It's okay.
Yeah, that part I agree with too.
Yes, final say. But don't give too much freedom. Because then from there, it's like, you don't know what the fuck are you doing. Whoever's doing this one, if it is Swerve and Hangman doing this together, kudos to them. Because that is how you build one person who lost their belt after losing the belt and the other one who's coming up to that belt. Like how Dom said earlier about getting the title shot. Mm-hmm. But I know this is the way how to do it. So, and we said on Saturday, Swerve needs to win. Make it 2-0. Then give your 3. Dom said it too on Saturday. Give your 3, and then Hangman win at Revolution, and then there you go. You get the build for Hangman from there. Beat Hangman at his own game here. No pun intended. Triple H, Papa H, but beat him at his own game here.
See, that's the thing. I will say, I will correct you slightly because as much as I would love to see Swerve pull a Cody on Hangman, like make him Seth Rollins. Just now I'm gonna beat you every time I see you, and then I'm gonna move on with my life and get a title shot. That'd be great. But I do see this going to a trilogy of matches, and Swerve has lit a fire under Hangman as well.
Yeah,
so I can see
that was
I can see Hangman winning this match because he is fired up, and this is his fucking match. He has had a Texas death match in every state but Texas. This is what this man does. Okay.
So here's
so I think he's gonna win this one. We're gonna get to the trilogy at Revolution, which Swerve will then win because that will propel Swerve into the world title picture, and it will give Hangman that gut check moment of like, man, I thought I was back. I thought I put everything behind this. I got this motherfucker before. I thought I was back on track, and he derailed me. Now I gotta find even more. I gotta bring even more out.
So this is my take on it.
I want to hear it.
Swerve does the one thing Hangman's needed. He's needed an obstacle or foil. Like he needed a real rival. So, like you said, having a full rival means Hangman stops being the cowboy who's like doing the best he can to actually having some tension in his run. Because the one
he did on Wednesday, or like he did tonight, shit.
Exactly. But remember when he won the belt, it was the most lackluster run, and it wasn't his fault. He just had nobody to fight. When he had Daniel,
and I think he kind of burned himself out on the chase too.
Yeah, exactly. But I think with Swerve, win or lose, Swerve goes up, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I saw that Hangman. I don't want to fight that dude if it was me. Like I wouldn't want to fight that dude.
Like, why are they even breaking into this dude's house? What the fuck was I thinking?
Because he out here in black pants, a black t-shirt, and a black jacket.
He did everything but say Hangman 1911 says I just smoked your ass. Click click. That motherfucker was unhinged. You want to talk about Tony Storm? Hangman was doing his best loose cannon impression tonight.
This was the most I have enjoyed
Fringe and all.
In a very long time because he finally had somebody who can go with him. And Swerve was pushing uncomfortable buttons like, I don't know, man, that's a little personal, dog. I mean, he wasn't like going after his
Hangman pushed the shit out of the personal button tonight. He was just like, oh yeah, all these in.
Exactly. And that's the best part. Like Hangman now, I think it doesn't matter who wins. At the end of the match, both of them go up. Like Hangman's a little bit closer to the championship run.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, Swerve, however, gets closer to any kind of belt he wants to go for, which is why I think going after Orange Cassidy puts him in a level where you get Hangman, who honestly, he could go back after the main championship, or he could stay in that range and start fighting. He could go after Jay White if he wanted to at that point. And everybody be like, yeah, let him go.
Either way, both of these guys are going to be on another level. When
exactly. And they're already starting to get there right now. Because tonight was an amazing. I mean, that might like the only time I saw a promo like that was when he was going for the belt.
Oh, that's correct. That is correct.
Punk
and
is-
that was
maybe
when
that one was CM Punk, but that got him into some trouble. That got him into some trouble.
exactly. only with CM Punk though, so nobody cares.
Nobody. Hold on.
But honestly,
hold on. I got you on that one. Hold on.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Jerry.
Oh,
but if I'm picking a winner, I think I'm going to have to go with Swerve on this one. I think it'll be Swerve, but it won't be. It will not be clean. It will not be clean. It will not be clean. I think.
Who gives a damn? The first one wasn't clean. It was amazing.
Yeah, I think Swerve was going to win this one. I think, like you said, there will be a rubber match coming up, but I think, and then the rubber match I think goes to Hangman.
I agree. I agree with that. I'm not going to disagree there. And then,
Either way, I think this is going to a trilogy, and Swerve will end up winning it.
Yeah, I mean, this is like I said. First of all, I love the fact Swerve is finally getting the push and I'm gonna say he deserves, but the push we wanted to see.
You can say it. He deserves it.
He does deserve it. It's just that he is. I mean,
but that's the push. But that's the push we wanted. Like that's the push we wanted from that man. Do I think he need Prince Nana? I mean,
why? Look, I don't care about that because
Probably
that's not, but it's entertaining. But
yes,
you got to think about one thing too. Like this is a story, and this is where now where you can learn.
That's what I was saying.
How to do stories in AEW. This is the right movement. I know there's ups and downs of it because and I hate to say this, and I fucking really do because I dislike these people. Which is, of course, fucking piece of shit Alvarez. He made a good point of what he said on fucking Observer. He made a good point that they started too late on this. They should have started earlier building the story. I kind of get it.
You, Alvarez.
Yeah, exactly. In a way,
fuck you, dude. I'm just gonna go to his point by saying this. If you look at AEW, since they started this whole Max and Adam thing, there have been more great stories and builds than there have been flops.
I agree.
Whereas prior to that, it was a lot of just rinse and repeat type shit, like we all talked about with MJF. He's just going to make his opponent jump through hoops and run through gauntlets till they get to the pay-per-view and all that shit.
So it was
the same recycled bullshit, and it was flopping.
Mm-hmm. Here's my thing with Alvarez too. What does he mean it should have started sooner? It started where it started. I mean, it's just like the story had a beginning, and then and honestly, it started the way it was supposed to. I mean, did he want to start it all in? I don't know. But truth be told,
I think he's going more based on the promo stuff. That's where I feel like how he kind of like approached this one is more based on the storytelling and the promo style. Yeah. I get your point. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, Phil, but I'm just saying that at a certain level, I agree with him on that level. That's the only thing I agree on. That maybe
he just sounds to me at least, he just sounds like one of those old Muppets in the balcony.
Okay,
I mean,
like just bitching for no fucking reason.
I mean, just be happy. I mean, honestly, just be happy.
Him and Seltzer, the two Muppets up in the balcony in the Muppet Show.
I mean, think about it this way: just be happy we're here now. Like, it didn't start when it's supposed to, but look at us now. We do we having this conversation right now. I hesitate to use Bubba Ray Dudley as my example, but I got to use Bubba sometimes. Bubba said it best. It's not that he doesn't think it's a good company. He's just waiting to see what they do. And as far as I'm concerned, they're doing it. Or at least they're starting to do it right now.
Yeah.
By the way, Alvarez, have you ever heard the time-old phrase, better late than never?
Thank you.
Thank you. That's very true.
Even if it is, who gives a fuck? It's happening now.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, we are genuinely invested in this match. And I think people really are torn because they want a Hangman to win, but at the same time, we're just like,
not me.
Swerve.
Not me, man. I was like, Hangman and Swerve better win that shit.
Swerve got to win this because he's the one that's going to build. Like, both of you guys mentioned that at the end of the day, it's going to help both of these guys develop their own style. Doesn't matter what direction they go after, because now it's going to catch the center of attention to all of us. Because then we're going to be like, all right, hell yeah, these motherfuckers, Jerry, this match could be the match of the night. I feel like inside the ring is going to tell. I think so too.
I mean, you look at these two men prior to this story, and Hangman had kind of been lost in the crowd between the Elite and pretty much ever since he had that feud with Moxley. Like since then, he's just kind of like, hey, he's there. And Swerve was lost in a crowd of a clique he was running, and everybody else in the clique had a title but him for the longest time.
And truth be told,
and now look at him.
As much as I love Keith Lee, truth be told, Swerve had no business being in a tag team.
We already know that. That's something that we fucking.
That's a given. They shouldn't. I mean, they both should be in some kind of title picture, not tag.
No, that's why. That's why. Damn it! It was.
They're fickle.
But that being said, I will give them all the credit in the world for basically making the Acclaimed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we could say
at least some good came out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Could we say this could be the match of the night? Can we say that?
I think so. I think this could be it. I mean,
this could be the Bingo Hall Kids match of the night right here.
This will not be a clean match. This would not.
No
one's walking away clean from this one.
If the match has death match in the title, it ain't gonna be clean. Like if you got kids and they're squeamish, put them to bed. Okay, my son would love it. He'll probably watch the replay of Freak Out, but if you better put him to bed.
I think you called it, man. This might be match of the night.
I hope so, and I think it's going to help both of these gentlemen a lot. And speaking of helping a lot, we got to see where the hell this is going to go with, because I feel like this is going to be the co-main event, which it should be, just because. He signed, Adam Copeland, Edge, whatever. Whatever.
Adam Copeland.
I gotta give myself
Copeland.
Yes. We got, of course, the fatherhood right here. Of course, you know what? Fuck it. I already just play.
So, how's everybody's father feeling today?
And Christian, you'll love this. Mine's dead.
Yeah. Mine's still.
Ditto. So here's a question. Sting's
You'll love us.
Sting's retiring next year, right?
Revolution, yeah. So early next year.
Okay, so we just decide who's gonna win.
Christian Cage, will you be our daddy?
Wait a minute.
Afraid I've got some bad news. I knew it. I love when he does that.
Oh. Ivan, do you have if you have a counterpoint?
Go right ahead, and then I'll throw in.
Look, this one right here, before I head into this, Nick Wayne, Christian Cage and Luchasaurus versus Adam Copeland, Sting, and Darby Allin in a 6-man tag match. Now, this one here, I could say, I think Christian Cage is going to get this one. He's going to fucking pin Edge. I got to stop calling him Edge. Adam Copeland, for God's sakes. I feel like
Edgy.
The rated R superstar.
Rated R superstar. I feel like he's gonna pin Edge, and this is the beginning of their solo fucking. I love that. Their solo feud after that, because from here there's nothing to go with right here. Sting is on his way to his retirement. We're in the month of November. We're about to head already to January at Revolution, which is January, correct? Or is it February Revolution? That's what I remember. Normally it's January,
February, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
I was thinking March, to be honest, but it might be February.
Could be March, so probably so.
It's somewhere next year, early next year.
Okay. So I feel like Sting's gonna do his own shit, his own tour, final tour, get his direction out. He already claimed. They asked him, "Hey, what are you gonna bring back?" The Surfer Sting. There's a rumor in your windows that there might be a Surfer Sting matchup. He's going to dress like it, baby. Maybe see that.
Oh, childhood, here I come.
Yes, he's going to bring that back. But I feel that Christian Cage is going to get this pin. And he's going to get it on Adam Copeland. And this is going to start the beginning of their feud solo. From there, we're going to see Copeland again going through this, of course, MJF style, going through, hey, you got to beat this guy. All right, you beat Luchasaurus already. Now you got to beat Nick Wayne. And then you're going to get the Christian, which you might get see a Revolution for that TNT belt. We might see that. But I feel like that could be the direction we're going to head to. But this is going to be a good matchup. It's going to happen that the moment that Copeland gets tagged and Christian gets tagged, they're going to look at each other like, oh, my God, if we're all going to go crazy, and they're finally going to go one-on-one. We haven't seen that. The last time we've seen that, like, not really in against each other, but teaming up was at the Royal Rumble. But we saw that. But this is different. We're in AEW. This is we're gonna see. I feel that Christian Cage is gonna get the pin, and this is gonna be the beginning of it, and that's how it's gonna start between him and Adam Copeland one-on-one. Because you gotta fucking separate this fucking feud. I'm sick and tired of it. Sorry. Tired of Darby and Sting getting involved with this situation. Give Darby something else to do. I don't give a damn if it's Darby fucking winning, being the last person to face Sting, to retire him. That's fine. I'm okay with that because at least Sting is passing the torch to him. That's what we know.
Okay.
But here, this got to be Christian and God, stop saying that shit. Fuck. Adam Copeland heading into the next upcoming pay-per-view event. And I think Christian Cage will win.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pepsi. Take it away.
I'm going to feel like Sting's got a no loss clause until he retires.
But he lost tag matches. What are you talking about? Like, he already lost tag matches.
So I think it's going to be a no loss clause, and I think honestly, I think for the story, it's better if Rated R Superstar wins, because at that point we get to finally see Christian kind of lose it. Because truth be told,
I just don't want to see that bitchy Christian back in the WWE days. Like,
God!
No, that's not the one that we're looking for. I think we're getting a TNA Christian.
Okay,
we're getting Dad is pissed Christian.
Yeah, not with AJ. Not the one when he was with AJ, but
like, oh shit, Dad's pissed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess technically, yeah, with the AJ TNA, where AJ was more doe-eyed with Nick Wayne. So I think that happens. I think it's an embarrassment. I think Nick Wayne's the one who gets pinned, and I think it's Edge who pins Nick Wayne.
The weirdest thing is if you look at that graphic and you squint your eyes, you can almost see Christian with AJ Styles and Tyson Tomko.
Right?
Back in TNA. I swear to God. If you're listening, come to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and look at the photo and squint.
Yeah,
to the left.
on the prediction chart, I actually picked Sting and I picked Sting and Rated R and Darby to win it. So I can't really see those three winning anything.
If you look at the guys in the match, okay, Adam Copeland, fucking Hall of Famer, Sting, Hall of Fame icon, Darby, pillar, okay? Going up against Christian Cage, who is a Hall of Famer himself, or at least he should be.
Yeah, it will be.
Hopefully will be.
Yeah.
Luchasaurus, who is a fucking monster. And Nick Young, who is 20, and Nick Wayne, who is 22 seconds old. And had 8 matches in AEW. There's the guy that's taking the L.
Yeah.
That guy in the corner of the screen that looks like maybe 13. He's the one taking the L.
I think so too.
I can just see calamity ensues. Everybody, pop off on a move. And Nick Wayne, Nick Wayne's kind of talking shit over the to the guys outside the ring, and he don't see Edge in the corner just waiting on him. And just blow, spear, 3 count, done.
That's what I'm calling. Yeah, that's
Team Rated R Suicidal Icons take the win.
And then we get to have Christian going, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed in you.
Right. And then you go to get, oh shit, Dad's pissed Christian.
Yeah.
or he's gonna have to give Nick Wayne
saying that Nick Wayne
I'm disappointed hug, but it's okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking Nick Wayne's gonna be the one that costs him the belt. Not belt, but costs him the match. Because it can't be Luchasaurus.
You got 3 Hall of Famers, 2 AEW staples, and a guy who looks 12 and has been there for 8 minutes. He's the one that's losing.
Don't get me wrong, kid's impressive.
Oh no, he's very impressive, and he's going to be very good. But you think about it, Wheeler Yuta, very impressive, very young. But then you look at those guys in the Combat Club, and if they're having an 8-man tag, or if any of them is teaming with Wheeler Yuta, you already know who's going to lose. Look at this team. You know who's going to fucking lose.
Yeah, I'm with that one. Yeah, we're going to go. I'm going. Yeah, like I said, I think our vote officially is going to be Sting, Darby, and Rated R.
So you feel the same deal, Em? Do you feel the same?
Yeah, for different reasons, but yeah. Just sorry, Nick Wayne, you're in this match to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's valid. It's valid what you said because Nick Wayne, who did he
Killer Yuta for the night?
Well, I mean, Nick Wayne beat Dalton Castle last week in Collision. So Christian went over there and hugged him and like, oh, I'm so proud of you, son. Oh my God, the fatherhood, right?
Oh, I know. And Dalton Castle's amazing, but is he Sting?
No,
is he Adam Copeland?
No, he's not Adam Copeland. No.
Is he even Darby Allin at this point? Maybe in his prime, maybe before the back injury, but now.
Look, Nick Wayne, you got to build yourself like this, man.
You think this is a game to me? I served hard time.
Right?
Hard time.
I could never dress up as Nick Wayne. I could never look that young, and I would never shave my face.
I don't think I would either.
I will never shave my face clean. That is never going to happen.
All I'm saying is I ain't trying to get no bowl cut. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even think I could grow a bowl cut anymore. You see how this shit's coming in sideways? I would have a crack bowl cut. Like I got super glue a piece back in.
And the last matchup.
What you got for us, Ivan?
The last one here. The main event is the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Jay White challenging, of course, our scumbag, MJF.
Bruce? Oh, MJF. Okay.
We already know. Well, Bruce, if you're watching, there you go.
Bruce is my scumbag, but, you know.
Yeah, well, he is. You know, he is.
He loves that scumbag. So
well, you know what? I got bad news. He is everybody's scumbag. Bruce is our scumbag.
That is true.
He is, remember, we're now our network here. So this is now, he's the network scumbag. He's the network scumbag. That's pretty much what it is. So I just want to say, I am so happy of this fucking story. Yeah. I am happy that Jay White is getting the fucking push that I've been dying to fucking having him to have. Like, yes, give this man a shot. Give this man the attention. And I'm loving
Give him the spotlight.
I mean,
I don't care. Okay, look, I'm gonna say this right now. Of course, I'm gonna choose MJF. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say, of course, but it's helping MJF where it needs to go. That's where I'm happy about. I'm happy to see that because we got to see. I've been saying it forever. I've been saying it here on this network for a long time. Book this man like Steve Austin, and they're doing it. They're fucking doing it. And and I hope it's him getting into the mind of Tony Khan and not Tony Khan saying that, well, it's me doing it. You know, I can't wait to hear the media call because I want to hear the media call, what Tony got to say.
Okay.
And F your media group because they didn't invite us in there, unfortunately, but it is what it is, you know. But we got to know, but it happens. But we'll be there.
We'll keep trying.
Keep trying and bug you.
Okay.
But
keep bugging
you. But this one is going to be a good introduction for MJF to the style of Jay White's style, because Jay White is not really familiar with American style, but is more familiar with, of course, with strong style. And this is something that MJF is going to get now used to. We saw what we did with Samoa Joe. We were seeing little things with MJF that he's capable of doing. We're seeing the high flyings. We're seeing the technicality. We're seeing, the brawling. We saw that. Now it's time for the strong style. We're seeing for MJF. We're going to see it here. We could see it here from him. And isn't it going to be a storytelling at its best in this main event? Inside that ring. And MJF is going to win. In a way, I feel like he's going to win is, of course, he's MJF and then Kangaroo probably come in this place because, even though Jay White's from New Zealand, but not from Australia. But yeah, kind of almost like insulting him.
I don't care. I'll live for that kangaroo kick.
Exactly. So
he hit the righteous with that. They're nowhere near Australia. I don't give a fuck who he hits it on. Just hit it.
Hit it, and I think it's going to be a good. From here, we might see the revelation of who is that guy with the mask because we heard him in the side. We heard it, so we might see who is in that. We might see. We said this a couple weeks back. We both said it. I think we both said that. Hey, we might see the revelation of who is this person under the mask, or it might just show up and beat up MJF and then hold the belt, and he'll be the next person to take the belt away from MJF, and then be like, "Oh fuck, where we're going now? We're gonna head into this direction. Steal the belt guy from stealing from MJF." That could be the case. The aftermath. The most intriguing of this, besides the main event, is the aftermath. Where we're going to see it. That's where I'm excited to see. How is this going to close the show for us to be like, oh man, I for sure got to tune in.
You know.
Exactly. Exacto mundo, compadre.
Okay.
Yes.
John? What you got, Doe Mizzle?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, you take it away.
Yeah.
No, oh, sorry guys.
You all right?
Yeah, I got some weird random text about an Instagram code.
Stay away from it.
Oh yeah, they I think they sent me that too. Let's stay away from it too.
Yeah, I'm blocking that shit. Sorry guys, sorry. No, first and foremost, this story has been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point Ivan and I were on a show reluctantly agreeing that in AEW at that moment, Jay White should have just been called Jobber Jay. Like he I don't know what they were doing when he first got there.
Mm-hmm.
MJF turned, and it started to be this tweener face scumbag good guy, and in order to pull that off, you need somebody who's going to be an absolute villain. Mm-hmm. And that is the perfect fucking role for the Switchblade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this man cut his teeth basically being the super villain to Tanahashi's good guy.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh.
So
hold on, I gotta do this.
Don't forget that promo he cut where he basically said he's the reason AEW exists.
Yes, there's that too. But that's what I mean. This guy is the perfect protagonist to MJF right now. And it's the perfect spotlight for him. You can no longer call this man Jobber Jay because he is getting the chance to put himself and his clique at the very top of the AEW roster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, does that mean I think he's going to walk out with that AEW title? Only if he steals it again. And as far as the aftermath, like we talked about it a little bit Saturday, and the devil mask and the people in it, and Bruce got me drooling and saying, like, what if the four guys we saw take out the Acclaimed are, Holiday, Hammer, and the Grizzled Young Veterans? I went, yes, yes. Right now we need to see fucking Full Gear. We need to see that. Now that's the dream. That's the dream. But realistically, as Ivan kind of said earlier, it would make more sense if the four guys were Roddy, the Kingdom, and Wardlow. Because there was definitely a big dude. When you saw Bowens go flying through that glass, that was a big motherfucker that did it.
Yep.
And that's what triggered me. That's what triggered me to bring up Hammer and Bruce to say what he said. But in all reality, considering the week before he pretty much choked him out backstage, it was probably Wardlow who fucked up the Acclaimed for joining him.
Mm-hmm.
So could it be the Kingdom, Roddy, and Wardlow together that are doing all this? Realistically, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not saying that's what I want. What I want is what I said in the first place. I want the Grizzled Young Veterans in AEW. That shit. I want the Grizzled Young Veterans versus FTR because they're practically the same fucking team.
I gotta play it.
What I want.
Fuck yeah.
So I got an interesting take
on this one. Obviously.
So this is an interesting take, and this ties into MJF. I don't like, so this actually right here is a really good spotlight for MJF. Because here's the thing. This has shown everyone that MJF loves wrestling to the point where he has gone out of his way to start. When Mark Henry did not, I think Mark Henry did a piece where he basically said MJF is always in the back, helping people with their promos, giving them advice and that kind of thing. And this is kind of an extension of that, where he's like, he gave Garcia a run. He gave, like, he's going after folks who he wants to put over. Obviously, Jay White is not that. Jay White does not have that problem. Like, he don't need to be. He already there. But the thing about it is, MJF's presence right now, if you put him in the ring with anybody, they automatically get 10 points on whatever card, on a bingo card, because of him.
Yeah.
Now you have someone like Jay White, like you said, he's honestly way above a main eventer. The man is literally next level already. So whatever match they have is definitely going to be a banger. So, and the way MJF is wrestling right now in this thing, it's all about the story for him. Like he said it himself, as long as he can do a wrestling run where all he does is give you a memory of something without doing too much, without going overboard or hurting himself or jumping off of something to go do whatever. That's a great match because if you enjoyed it, the job is done. Like, I mean, because I think right now him and Jay White, I feel is the exact same way.
Oh, definitely.
Jay White, he's a ground and pounder. He's not a high flyer, but I think him and MJF will literally be this. This may not be match of the night, but this will be the best story of the night as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Yeah. No, these two are definitely cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. So, and MJF's going to win. I mean, that's already been my pick. I think it's going to be MJF, but I think story-wise, though, I think we find out who the devil is. That pushes it until Revolution.
That's the interesting part here because I don't know anybody on our network or anybody that I've watched that has said, you know what, Jay White's beating MJF for this title.
I mean, unfortunately,
and yet everyone is so ready for this match, so interested in it. You already know who's going to win.
Mm-hmm. And that's what MJF talks about when he.
This is the opposite of All In, where we weren't sure if Adam Cole would beat MJF or not, and even if that happened, we didn't know if one of them or the other one was going to turn heel. And that unknown.
And everybody has conspiracy theories.
Oh, and we're still fucking interested.
Yeah, and that's like honestly, that's what a champion's supposed to do. Like as much as I hate agreeing with Bruce, but Bruce a long time ago said MJF will be, when he gets the belt, probably one of the best AEW champions they've ever had.
Oh God!
It's finally starting to look like that. It started off bad. It started off real fucking bad.
The gauntlet match and stuff. Yeah, you're right. But once they started like expanding his storyline, or he did, or whoever's writing him stuff, honestly, the fact that he's putting people over, he's actually starting one of the most complex storylines they have had at AEW since long before I can remember any
ever
probably. Yeah, but I think
this shit is more complicated than the bloodline, y'all.
He is literally sitting there going, I'm not going to do a whole lot. He literally said, I'm going to body slam you. Like that was his move.
But do you remember as a point, he stood there with that world title and he said, I'm going to wrestle as little as possible. And now he's wrestling twice for the second time on a pay-per-view.
Yes, very, very
and
true.
His kill shot is a body slam, which remember back in the day,
or a kangaroo kick.
Yeah, exactly. But remember back in the day, those moves in like say the 60s and 50s, those were considered silver bullets.
Yeah.
Like look at Hulk Hogan. He made his career on a body slam. Exactly. I mean, I looked at what was that? I'm thinking of was it Ron? I want to say Ron Killings. It's not Ron Killings. Who was Farouk? There we go. I was thinking of Farouk. Farouk won his first championship by body slamming Vader.
Power slam, yeah.
So I mean, it's not impossible, but it comes down to pure story, which is like you said, what these two dudes love. Because I mean, they both cut some ugly promos, man. Some nasty promos.
But they get you interested. The story and everything has got you to the point where even if you know who wins, you don't fucking care.
Nope.
We all think MJF's going to retain this title. None of us fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we go to other promotions, there are times where you know the champion is going to retain. You're like, I don't even want to see this match. I might go to bed early, y'all. Fuck it. Like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not now.
No.
And that's to the point that, you know, Ivan and I and the guys on Top Rope were making Saturday that we brought up again. That's where AEW has started to get to. Where like the story and the build is so good that even
Mhm.
if you know the outcome, you're still in. You're still in on the match.
You want to know what happens. Like you
You want to see it.
And then what? Yeah.
Right. Like you want to see it happen. You want to see the aftermath. You want to see everything because they hooked you in the entire process.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that AEW was not doing, that they are doing more consistently now, which is why, again, I will say, shut the fuck up, Alvarez, because at least it's getting done. Okay? See how I wound back to that? Just wrapped it up in a psychotic bow with a little barbed wire on it? That was beautiful, right?
I can't wait for him to hear this shit.
Up.
I can't wait for him to hear this shit. I hope he does hear this shit.
I hope he does. I don't give a flying fuck. What's he gonna do?
I mean, like I said, honestly,
What's he gonna do? Send out a nasty tweet about me? Just make sure you at the YouTube channel or something.
Exactly.
Like, put the link in
here's
at
the thing.
Circle of Debate. I don't give a fuck.
Here's the thing that gets me about Alvarez and people like him. No one's patient. Remember when TNA first started? It was a hot mess.
It was a mess. There were no stories in TNA. Nobody was even under contract. It was just random people coming in and they put together a pay-per-view.
Well, it was a televised show, and then it ended up becoming its own promotion later on throughout the year.
It was like an exhibition pay-per-view weekly, and then it turned into something bigger. And people were into that shit.
Yeah,
and like, wow, this is new. This is exciting. I can't wait to see where this goes. ROH, same thing.
Exactly.
Start out in fucking high school gymnasiums, and random people would come in. MLW was like that. All of them were like that.
Yeah,
and they had to build.
Yeah, and it's the same how we're heading in this. The thing for me, the only thing I give to Tony Khan is that you're signing this great fucking talents, and you're not using it. That's where I bitch at that point. It's just knowing, it's fine. I get it. You want to I get the point of certain stories you have to build, right? However, you want to start some of the storylines because look what happens. Injury prone happens a lot. You're like, fuck, I now got to do a plan B. Well, this is the way you have 4 shows, Tony Khan. You have Dynamite, you have Rampage, you have Collision, and you have Ring of Honor. Mm-hmm. These are your 4 shows that you're able to fucking start building these stories and build them right. And mind you that Kevin Kelly left, and now you have him full time. Mm-hmm. Now Kevin Kelly can tell a story in the fucking commentating. I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Yeah, that's true.
Kevin Kelly can tell a story. This is where I'm telling you, Tony Khan should start building his plan B's and C's in case plan A doesn't go fully right.
You know what? To be fair, though, I think at least he's doing a little bit more of that because a lot of the guys that we were asking for, like, where's this guy? Where's that guy? Where's the other guy? A lot of those guys are on Collision now. Like, we were asking, where's Miro? Where's Andrade? Where's Los Ingobernables? They were all on Collision ever since the show started.
You know what? And I hate to say it, but it wasn't for fucking Phil Brooks. He's the one that actually made him make that move.
Truth be told, I have to.
Oh, please! If anything, they put Phil over there because it was the only show he could go on that the Bucks weren't going to be at.
Well, that's true, but at least it gave him his own show to have all these talents. I know Miro. Bring Miro. Oh yeah, bring me.
What I will say is, bringing in CM Punk, I think highlighted all the weaknesses they had in their product. Like because they have this habit.
I don't know about weaknesses, but it showed a lack of faith bringing the man in.
Well, that's the thing. That's the problem. That's the
not just maybe not bringing him in, but at least putting him that high in the title picture. Because when he came in and he wanted to fight like Darby, he wanted to have these matches, and that sort of it was one thing. But once he started climbing the ladder towards the championship, especially at a time where a guy like Hangman, who literally day one guy, first title match, all that shit, and now you get it. It just felt like you were showing a lack of faith in the talent that you had. It's one thing to get him there and get eyes on the product, but once you start putting him in the title picture.
I agree, but I will not blame Phil for that. I don't blame Tony.
Oh, no, I'm not blaming Phil for that. You know who I'm blaming for that.
I know, yes.
So here's the thing. Here's my thing that I think the way they pushed Phil over, the way they pushed Punk, we'll say Punk, over everyone else, pretty much highlighted exactly like you said, the lack of faith they had.
Yeah.
Not to mention that lack of faith probably demoralized most of the people, some of the major people in the locker room. Because as much as they loved CM Punk, and I'm using that word loosely because it may be not everybody, Eddie Kingston looking at you.
Hangman,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like you said, there's some day one folks who probably were just like, yeah, it's nice. Like, it's nice that he's doing this kind of thing. But when he started to kind of feel himself a little too much, and like I said, it became a point where it was just like the locker room probably was just like, yeah, I had a Texas bull rope match.
Right.
Where's my title shot? Like that kind of thing. And I think Tony started to realize,
when Cody Rhodes is cutting like shoot promo saying I was the revolution while he was on his fucking couch.
Exactly. I mean,
that's when you know you have a fucking problem.
Yeah,
that's when that screams we've lost faith in our talent when the guy who is busting his ass in and out and behind in the ring and behind the scenes for your company and being the flagship face of it goes, man, fuck this guy. I mean, then you know you have a problem.
I'll give Tony credit. I think the second time he fired Phil, I think that's when he realized I need to start doing something with these cats. Like, I think that's when he got
that should have been already since the beginning of it. I mean, that's what it should have been.
That's the thing. I don't know about you guys, but if anything, do not let the man in this devil mask be that fucking.
That is the conspiracy everyone's going for. That is.
I know, because every time you turn around, there's a new CM Punk conspiracy. He's gonna be at Survivor Series. I don't care if Triple H and Vince McMahon said, "Fuck it, we didn't offer him a contract." He's gonna be there. Oh, he's in the devil mask. I don't care if he's been fired.
He's the fifth man in War Games. I don't know.
Right? Randy Orton's gonna be the one. I already said that on.
He's gonna join. Right, like I said, Cody Rhodes just shot on him on national TV, and now CM Punk's gonna go be the fifth guy and join Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't see that happening. I don't see it. I mean, we're seeing Punk, of course. He's asking for the center of attention. He's posting all this.
I'm going to take the world title from Seth Rollins that night too, because that's probably more likely to happen.
I hope not. I just fucking hope not. But all I know is that we're going to end the year with the end of worlds, and hopefully, we get to see now new generations, new step ups that we need to see, that we've been dying to see more of them, and that's what we're looking. And we're getting the things right here in these stories in AEW. We're getting the right direction with this title's going with MJF, because now you're getting a plan B, because now that Adam Cole's out of the picture. Keep in mind, Tony Khan, next time, tell your talent not to jump off the fucking stage. To tell, make sure if you're gonna do shit like that, have some stairs down there, and make sure you do it right. Don't do that bullshit, because this is things you have to learn, Tony Khan. You gotta learn these type of shit.
I mean,
we gotta remember when they had that big moment where Jericho came off the top of the cage in blood and guts and he hit the ramp. Everybody was bitching. Oh, there's padding underneath there. You can see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you want him to fucking die? So of course now he's gonna course correct here and make it look more realistic.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't win either way, because either guys like us are gonna be like, no, because we're not idiots. So we're gonna be like, hey, you gotta keep these guys safe. And if he does, then you're gonna get the other side going, look, you can see the panning.
I mean, here's a funny story for you. So we grew up with ECW, right?
Oh, we certainly did, yes.
So we accepted that sense of disbelief about the violence we saw. We knew they was as careful as they could be, but let's face it,
I don't know about that.
Not an ECW, homie. Trust me.
They were not. They were trying to, but they were never as careful as they should be.
Do you understand? In ECW, they never even put out the little thin protective mats around the ring unless it was state mandated. It was just if you fell on fucking concrete.
That was the concern. Oh no, that was a concern. So that's what we grew up with.
Yeah,
like literally, like sitting there. I feel like, and I'm gonna have to go real old, yelling at clouds. I feel like the generation now hears about those stories and they want to see that. but you're sitting there going, yeah, that was back in the day.
If
Right
you want to
then-
see it, here's the thing: go to Peacock, bring up ECW, and
Exactly.
watch it.
Like
And,
honestly,
and then, by the way, go Google some of the people that took these spots in ECW and see how fucked up they are today because of it.
exactly. Because honestly, MJF, I remember going back to that kid goes, sometimes you don't need to have a bloody match with all like kill yourself with a bloody match thing. And I don't want, and truth be told, other than once in a while, you know, I hate to say I'm agreeing with Cornette. I would like to see a blood match, but I don't need to see it every single time.
Oh no! If I don't need to see the same person bleed every week, that's for sure. I'm looking at you, Moxley. But it's fucking amazing that RVD can still wrestle today.
I know, right?
Okay, because
that man takes
shit,
care of himself. He does take care of
I know he does, but some of the shit that he put his body through with these dives and these spots and these concrete floors and these tables, everything else. I'm amazed he can even fucking walk. Man, he should probably be as bad off as Sabu is today.
If anything, he should be in Cobra Kai fucking next season for that reason.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes. So don't get me wrong. So yes,
you walk into Cobra Kai and there's Rob doing a full split on.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're gonna be like, "What's up, bros?"
But here's the thing. We understand.
Are you a new instructor? Whatever.
But we understand it needs to be measured, and honestly, we don't need to see people dying. And if someone jumps off a cage, because I remember when Sammy got thrown off the cage, falls off and lands on them cushions, and everybody's like, "That doesn't hurt." I'm like, "Yeah, it does."
No, that was the thing with Jericho. Well, there was padding underneath there. Yeah, because he took like a 20-foot fall onto some press board.
Exactly.
Like we enjoy.
And the only thing that should be under there is concrete floor. That will probably paralyze him.
But not only that, like the guy is. When has he done that? When has he done that? Even
if you want to know why, if you want to know why I'm cool with like whatever the padding underneath or protection or whatever, just go back and watch Mick Foley fly off the side of that.
Exactly. That is
just watch that table explode and watch him just fold it over top of himself on a concrete fucking floor looking dead as JR is screaming, "My God, they killed him. He's dead.
My God, he's broken in half."
I'm not gonna lie to you. To this day, I still go back thinking that's still the scariest moment I've ever seen in pro wrestling.
You said one word and I have to play it. It is. Sorry. You said one word. I have to play it.
To this day.
But it's true though. Like I remember seeing that going, "Oh, first of all, I have never seen it before." But then I'm going, "Holy!" And then of course he said
from the moment I watched the pay-per-view, let alone like I've seen the replay now, and they just kept showing it again and again and again. I'm like, stop.
Honestly, I remember going when he got up off that stretcher and went back there and climbed that thing.
No.
I was like, Mick, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean,
like I said, I love wrestling, but not this
literally. One. If you watch Family Guy, I'm literally sounding like Cleveland Brown in the tub as Mick is climbing that cage. I'm like, no.
Don't get me wrong. Like I love wrestling, but not that much. Not at the cost of a man's life.
No, that's the thing. I love wrestling, but it's like I also love Mick Foley, and I don't want to watch him die tonight.
Exactly. I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm glad right now. He's like I said, he's still beat up, but right now he seems to be all there, and he's okay.
And by the way, I don't know if it's too soon for this. How much do you think Owen Hart's family would have liked more protection?
Thank you.
Okay. I understand, like, because I'm an ECW original fan. Okay, I understand the need for like blood and violence and the bloodlust and the craziness and all that shit. But at the same time, these people got to go home. These people got families. These people got a life to live beyond all this.
I mean,
it's better to keep them safe and let them move on to the next show they're going to be at whenever, maybe the next day if you're WWE, or maybe the following Saturday if you're AEW, or whatever the fuck, than to end up permanently scarred like Mick Foley.
I still
for worse.
And here's the thing, though. I still think about, what was his name? Was it? He used to be called Puke.
Draws,
yeah, Draws. Perfectly
rest
fine.
in peace.
Thank you. It was a freak accident. He took a move and he
took a pile driver or a power bomb or something, and that was that.
Running power bomb.
And he was paralyzed.
And that was mid-ring. That was all it took.
Yeah.
And you think, so a pile driver in the middle of a ring changed that man's life forever, and you're bitching about some padding underneath something after somebody took a 20-foot fall.
I'm just like I said, when
it's like, okay, then you know what? We'll take the padding out. We'll set it all back up. You do it.
I mean, like I said, when Mox got that concussion and he called the match early, and then went home to go get taken care of in the hospital, as far as I'm concerned, that was one of the best things they could have. I was happy.
Oh no, absolutely, because that's immediately when that happened to Moxley, I had Draws flashbacks, and I was like, Jesus Christ, please no.
So,
but that's the thing. I don't have that much experience, but I believe that every wrestling fan, especially these people who whine about padding and whatever the shit, I think they all should have to take a bump at least once. I'm not saying take a 20-foot fall like I did. I'm not saying hit concrete. I'm saying take a bump in the middle of a ring one time.
Yeah.
It will change your perspective. Trust me, I've done it more than once.
The number of times I've heard people say, I took 5 months and it took everything I had not to puke right there in front of everybody. I mean, like I said, I've seen it, and it's a rough. First of all, we already know it's a rough business. It take a special kind of crazy to do that business. A special kind of crazy.
Even a psycho couldn't keep up.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, and I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, you got to be
all due respect. You got to be one hardcore motherfucker to stay in this business.
Especially, and you got dudes who've been in here for 20 years. And the thing that gets me is dudes who've been in for 20 years and they're just jobbers.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
But it's just interesting.
That's the Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But these are like they're unsung heroes, but like all of them just go, you must really love this business because this is unforgiving.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like this, it's just if you hear Bruce talk about it, if you hear I think I brought it up in one of the interviews with Ivan. My first bump, I made a joke and I reenacted a Life Alert commercial. I just laid there. Help me! I'm falling. I can't get up. By the 4th, 5th, 6th bump, I was trying not to throw up, and I was like, "How the fuck do you do this in like a 15-minute match, like repeatedly?"
Exactly.
Like I want to die right now.
And then you like jumping off of. And that's all. That's in the ring. That doesn't count for thrown out.
We're not thrown out, top rope, any of that, top of the cage, any of that other shit. This is just I'm just talking about a regular bump where somebody, sweeps you off your feet and you hit the mat. So the fall is about this much. I'm trying to get it in my camera too. It might be a little more, but it's not a big fall. But that landing will fuck you up, and when you feel it, it will change your mind.
I mean,
that's why I've always been the biggest. I love wrestling. I love our fans. I love wrestling fans. But there are some people that's like, if you don't know, don't talk. It's like I don't know jack shit about politics. So you will never hear me talk about politics.
I'll never touch that subject.
I don't know jack shit about crocheting. So I'm never gonna give somebody critiques on their crochet work. Okay, I don't know jack shit about a lot of things, so I am never going to critique those certain things. I know a lot about wrestling, so I will bash a motherfucker. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm a little bit different, like I said. So the best thing about me is I know wrestling, and I know that I don't know wrestling. I know I enjoy it. I know what I like, but honestly, I don't know what happened behind that curtain. I don't know how they plan. I don't know how Papa H be planning them runs out. But honestly, all I know is these guys are putting their body online to entertain me. Yeah. So the least I can do is go, ooh. And don't get me wrong, I do know we sometimes we get on some folks who we think.
Oh yeah, but the same people I bash, you'll hear me praise later when they don't fuck up.
So even though we may dislike someone or dislike them as wrestling, we don't want to see them get hurt. We don't want to see them get. I mean, we just want we don't want to see them wrestle, but we would like see them the best they can.
Just because I don't want Roman Reigns holding a championship anymore doesn't mean I want Roman to end up like draws. There's a vast difference.
Absolutely.
A vast one.
I agree.
And for some people, there is no difference. And that's where the problem lies.
That is a concern.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So now, to close it out here, gentlemen, match of the night, what can we say?
I think it's going to be Hangman and Swerve, like we said.
That could be it. I mean, wrestling-wise, Hangman and Swerve, just if we had to go entertainment value, I'm going Tony and Sheeta.
Okay.
I mean, of course, the main event could be match of the night because the two competitors are just. I know that's a groaner because but the two competitors are just absolutely fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you not think they ain't gonna have match of the night? They're in the main event for a fucking reason.
Exactly.
I mean, Bryan Danielson and MJF were in the main event in an Iron Man match, and they had the match of the fucking night.
Okay,
they might have had the match of the fucking year. So, you know, as much as stupid it is to say, like, yeah, the main event's going to be the best. It's the main event for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, we said it earlier. It might be the best story of the entire night.
But you're right, though. I mean, Hangman and Swerve could steal the show. It's definitely going to be the most violent fucking match.
I hope
that's got me excited.
Although I will say, you actually make a real good point. He's at a Texas Bull Road match or Texas
Death match everywhere but Texas.
That's the only one that did is Lance Archer, who did have that with John Moxley. That was the only guy that did.
Yeah. He had two Texas death matches. One was actually in Texas, and the other one was in Tokyo. And both of them were with John Moxley.
Both of them with John Moxley. That is
the one he had with Hangman wasn't in Texas.
Nope.
No.
Don't get it should this should be a good Full Gear because what is it? When it's like with November, it'll set the stage for the next year.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And I'm very excited to see what they do.
I would say it's the last pay-per-view of the year, but then they came up with End of the World on the 30th.
Oh my god. Just want to
they need to find a network because this is getting expensive.
Well, you know what?
Tony keeps saying every scrum. Tony keeps saying we're not going to have pay-per-views every month, and then every month they come out with a new.
Well, they're gonna have to because Warner Brother Discovery gave him too much money to be like, hey, I need you to do this every month, so he has to. He has to do it.
Oh no! You remember how they used to do like, okay, we got the AEW show, and then next month is the ROH show.
Yeah.
What happened to ROH shows?
Well, that's in December.
Aren't we coming up with like Death Before Dishonor or Final Battle or something? Like, isn't that shit supposed to be here? And not even a word of it. But now we got the end of the world or the world's end. Or
it's the end of the world, and you know it.
You know it. I need a beer.
But I mean, don't get me. Like I said, this should be fun. This Full Gear should be fun. And then honestly,
it's going to be a fun show. Even if it's not a fun show, I'm going to have a fun time because I'm going to be here with y'all. Like Pepsi Phil, Devious Brother, the Chef, Grandma, High Class. Who else? I don't know.
But I'll actually be there in attendance. That's what's going to happen.
I'm sure we'll get a few live feeds.
Of course. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, join us here Saturday because Top Rope Wrestling Talk will be hosting here. Of course, the watch along for AEW Full Gear. People that are not attending, of course, people that are listening and watching it around the world. Come and join us. Come and join Pepsi Phil and the Notorious one and the rest of the crew here Saturday watching Full Gear, the watch along, and see their reactions. You're like, oh my God, again, I'll pop up here and there. I probably will pop up here and
Lord knows I popped off here and there tonight just during the main event.
That's right.
And dare I say it, yeet.
There you go.
And do not forget as well, if you guys want to participate and also get involved in this picks and get DOM's Debate Network Championship, go to the Top Rope Wrestling Talk Facebook. You'll see it within the 24 hours. You'll see that, and your challenges, man. Remember, you have to get 2 of them. This is the first one. The second round is when the Survivor Series.
Yeah, we're gonna do a cumulative thing between Full Gear and Survivor Series.
Dare I say it? A gauntlet match is what you're doing. A gauntlet.
I'm running the match. I'm running the gauntlet. 2 pay-per-views with God knows how many challengers. I'm gonna have to defend this title against more people than Roman Reigns has in 3 years.
That's right. And
watch.
That's absolutely right. He will.
I'm gonna defend more than Orange Cassidy in that battle royal.
Now you
I've done it before.
Now you just talking shit.
Hey,
you've been there.
Ain't nobody defending more than Orange Cassidy.
The last pool when I won the title had 30 people in it.
I think he won. I think he fought. What's his name? Didn't he fought? What's his name? Mom in her minivan.
He didn't fight Sue.
He
Sue helped him.
He fought Sue versus in her minivan.
Sue showed up in the minivan with the plunder.
Fighting everybody. Next week, Orange Cassidy fighting Thanos.
And also, do not forget, folks, to follow us and subscribe to us on social media platforms. And of course, everything is right below. You can follow us there. Subscribe to us if you haven't. Shout out to everybody in the world who are listening to us all over the world on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on Spreaker, everywhere where you guys are listening to us. We appreciate you. And continue to help us to grow. Now that we're officially now a network, the Debate Network is here for you folks. Besides, Circle Debate, you have Top Rope Wrestling Talk, you have Meatheads Podcast, you have the Wrestling Delorean Podcast, you have Raw Dogging with De Niro, you have the Title Fight Podcast, and more shows are coming here on this network as well because there's a lot. And of course, Pepsi Phil, he's part of the family. He is part of the network family. So Pepsi Phil, shout out to the people, let them know where they can find you and where they can, look up to you and be like, hey, Pepsi Phil, hey, we gotta
look for me. Just look for me on Instagram at PhilipJP24601. You can get all my deets on there. Enjoy the magic, and I'll be back on here. like you said, like Bobby Heenan, I'm always gonna be the heel announcer.
Like Bobby Heenan, you sounded like Deuce Bigelow right there. Enjoy the magic.
I'm just saying, my inspiration for being on the mic is Bobby Heenan.
Oh, who doesn't love the brain?
Who does not? But of course, notorious one, let the people know where they can find Top Rope Wrestling Talk on social media. My brother, take it away.
Oh, sure. As we said several times, you can find us on Facebook, our group. Just search for Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Come and invite yourself, answer a couple of questions. We'll let you in. You can fill out that pick form, try to take a shot at my title and lose, but lose with dignity. You can also see plenty of Pepsi Phil, me, the guys from the podcast there, or you can catch us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. And of course, you can always catch us on the absolute best Instagram handle ever that Ivan won't let me change.
Never change it.
And that I made, which is at top_rope_wrestling_talk.
Right. And you can also find them here on the Debate Network Circle Debate channel here. Find them here either every Friday or Saturday. You can find them here. It's a holidays month, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna be busy as hell. We're gonna be doing a lot because it's not over. Because remind you, this Saturday you will have the watch along. After that, you will have, of course, the recap of Full Gear, and then heading into this back-to-back predictions for next week for Survivor Series because this man is defending his title, so he's going to be holding that belt for quite some time. I'll tell you that.
Mine.
Coming for it.
Mine. Everybody comes for it, and it's still here.
That is right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, follow us here. And we appreciate you all for listening and tuning in here in this 3 hours and 20 minutes of your time. We did the watch along for the last 30 minutes. Our predictions for for Full Gear. Recap, of course, Dynamite, of course, of the shout out to the Notorious.
Derailing.
Shout out to the Notorious. And
we was
Pepsi
mainly
Phil.
linear. We was linear up to a point.
To a point.
But it's a point. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, we don't here at the Debate Network, we don't just do podcasting, music, or anything of all of that. We make fucking history. But before I even close it out, of course, I gotta let DOM close it out here. Close it out.
Well, enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy Full Gear. Make sure to tune in and fill out those pick forms and enjoy wrestling. If it's not your cup of tea, let somebody else drink it.
Pepsi Phil, any last words?
It's just wrestling. It's all a show.
That's right.
Don't take it personal. Just enjoy the show.
Exactly.
And the magic.
And the magic. Remember, we make history, ladies and gentlemen. So remember that every time, all the time, every time.
Twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday, twice on Mondays, twice every day, all day, every day.
Woot.
Bye.
Bid you adieu, goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes!